Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. What is going on my beautiful movie loving badasses? It's your boy, PhatSamuraiGuy, back again with another live Q&A. I get to hang out with all of you badasses, ask some questions. We'll talk movies and pop culture and all that jazz, baby. What is going on? How is everyone on a Monday? That's right. Usually I try to do these on Wednesdays or Thursdays, but I was like, we'll do it on a Monday this week. We'll flip the script. Let's do the roll call. Who we got up in the heezy here tonight? We got Heather in the house, certified channel badass member. What is going down? Todd Johnson, what's up, man? He says, what's up, Master Phat? Been waiting all day for the show. Oh my goodness. Much love from San Diego. Well, much love to you, my brother. We got Severio. What's going on? I've had a good day. How was your day, my friend? We got Bradley in the house. Oh, shit now. Brother from another mother. Sexy Sumo. Oh, man. What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Yo, Arthur, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah. Everybody loves that intro, man. I still get chills from that intro because that song, that badass metal song, has been kind of a theme of the channel for many years for a while. That's right, that's right. The first time we used that song was during our review of Deathgasm. You got to go all the way back. And if you guys have not seen that review, check it out. It's hilarious. But at the end, we used that song for something special. And if you haven't seen that, I won't ruin it for you. But you're going to laugh hysterically. You're going to laugh. But yeah, Deathgasm. Let's see. Oh, Sexy Sumo finally saw Cocaine Bear, and he enjoyed it. All right, all right. And Severio, you said your day was good. And Arthur also enjoys the intro. Yeah, that's an OG song. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and cut it. Oh, cut it off. What is going on? Yeah, what is happening, man? I know you might be having some WrestleMania questions and thoughts. If you do, we can get into that a little bit later, but let's go ahead and just jump to it right now. Let's do these Blu-ray reviews from Arrow Video really quickly. Let's go ahead and go through that. I like to keep you guys in the loop of what's out there, and then we can just hang out and relax and talk movies and pop culture and all that jazz. So first up, big shout out to Arrow Video MVD Group Entertainment. Sent the old Samurai Guy some Blu-ray reviews, discs. That's right. And we're going to go into it a little bit. I can speak in English. Hold on a second. Get some water here. There we go. So let's go ahead and jump right into these Blu-ray reviews right here. So first up, you know, Samurai Guy likes to have a little fun and show just a little bit of footage, just a little something to get you in the mood. But we're going to jump right into Arrow Video's release of Heart of Dragon. Yeah, I know you're pumped up now. I know you're pumped up after watching that little clip right there. That's how we do it. Yeah. Oh, Arthur has not seen Heart of Dragon and Hong Kong Film Fanatic. Well, you know what? As big as fans as we all are, Arthur, don't feel like you're out of the loop because there's so much awesome badassity Hong Kong films out there that we'll never get to. But luckily, thanks to Eureka and 88 Films and Welco USA and now Arrow and even Shout Factory's jumped on the bandwagon. Now we can finally catch up and buy these Blu-rays and experience these awesome special features and stuff like that. So I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna show you everything. Yeah, Todd knows what's up. Yeah, you guys know what's up. But there's something special about this release, but I'm going to get to it. I want to show you really quick. Let me do some screen share action. It's better than just me yakking. I'd rather just show it to you here. Hold on, let me bring it up. Boom! There we go. Straight off the Arrow Video website. Let me go ahead and let me do the other screen share option here. Boom, that way. That way you can see more of the background. Yeah, but yeah, Heart of Dragon. So in the description box below, guys, I have the Arrow website link, so you guys can just click on it and go straight there, so you can check out all of the wonderful titles that they have for sale here. But yeah, I love this, man. I love this release. Great artwork. Let's take a look at the artwork right here. Let me open this up. That way you guys could see the different versions here. Hold on, let me scroll. There we go. Boom. There you go. You can see it. That way you could see all of the artwork. There you go. A little bit of the side spine there. There he goes. Artwork without the slip cover on it. But the cool thing is it is a flipper, so you can flip it around. And I love when releases do this. It's not just the exact same slip cover artwork and the exact same artwork on the inside, which makes it kind of pointless, right? Yeah, but let's go into this really quick here. So here we go. If you ever get in this much trouble, you'll wish you had a brother like Jackie Chan. Here's the plot synopsis, guys. Lifelong friends since they met as boys at Peking Upper School, Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung conquered the Hong Kong film industry side by side in the 1970s and 1980s. One of the greatest collaborations sees the two brothers playing actual brothers for a change. In 1985's Heart of Dragon, a film that combines heart-rendering drama with pulse-pounding action. Yes. So we have Tat, played by Chan, is a hotshot cop with more stresses than he can bear. If he's not on the verge of getting beaten up on his day job, he's looking out for his mentally handicapped brother, Dodo, played by Hung, who needs constant supervision in case his naive, kind nature gets taken advantage of. Tat wants nothing more than to escape his obligations and see the world. But Dodo accidentally winds up in the line of fire. Tat must run into danger and make the ultimate sacrifice to save his brother. More serious and emotionally driven than many of their prior films, Hung and Chan made sure not to skimp on jaw-dropping stunts and high-velocity violence while showing a broader depth into their talents than audiences had seen before. The result is one of the jewels of 80s Hong Kong action cinema, now restored with additional fight scenes, guys, filmed especially for the Japanese market. So let's check out the features here. So it's a 2K restoration from the original negative by Fortune Star, high definition Blu-ray presentations of the 91-minute Hong Kong theatrical cut and the 99-minute extended Japanese cut via seamless branching. All right, you got original lossless Cantonese, English mono audio on both cuts, plus Mandarin on the theatrical cut and Cantonese, with an alternate score on the extended cut. You have optional English subtitles for both cuts, and you guys know him. You love him. He's always a regular here on the channel. It features brand new commentary by the master of remaster, Frank Jang, and a big shout out to FJ DeSanto on the extended cut. And their commentary is really good, guys. I listened to it a couple of days ago. It's so good. You will learn a lot. The making of the first mission and the first mission pre-release event, 2 extended featurettes made to promote the Japanese release by Shochiku. And that was another title for Heart of Dragon, was the first mission. You have archive interviews with Jackie Chan, Rocky Lai, 2 archive interviews with director and star Sammo Hung, archive interview with cinematographer Arthur Wong, alternate English credits as the first mission, trailer gallery, including the music video trailer by Suri, image gallery, and of course the reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Sam Gilby. And for first pressing only, you get an illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing by Dylan Chung and David West. So yeah, there's so much here, money for your value here. And I am happy to say, guys, that the picture quality is mwah. And the cool thing is both cuts, the picture quality is beautiful, because a lot of times, like, you'll buy a certain double cut set, right, and the theatrical's like beautiful, but then like the director's cut, but the extra scenes put back in is kind of like up converted DVD, right? Like, it's not really that great. Both cuts look beautiful, and again, the commentary by the master remaster, Frank Jang, is really good. And I highly recommend it, man. And it was I haven't seen this movie in years. It's been a long time. And I remember back in my early young teens, when I was trying to rent what Jackie Chan movies I could find at the time. And I remember I remember getting Heart of Dragon and popping it in and watching it many years ago. And I remember not really liking it. I remember that. And you know why? Because I was expecting a lot of fight scenes. I mean, this is me coming off of watching Wheels on Meals and Dragons Forever. So when I went right into Heart of Dragon, I did not expect a drama. And a lot of emotion. I kind of expect. I mean, there were some fights in there at the end, but I wasn't expecting a drama, just straight up mostly a drama. Not until I revisited, way later on DVD, way years before this Blu-ray release came out, I ended up liking it a lot more. And then many years went by, and finally, thanks to this Arrow release edition, it has the extended cut with all of the extra fight scenes put back in. So this is like amazing. So this is the first time Samurai Guy's seen this, because I've always seen the theatrical version. But yeah, Samo and Jackie wanted to do something very dramatic. It's more Jackie than Samo. And they have a few scenes in here where, I showed this with Lady Fat Blood. We watched the extended version. She's never seen this movie. And I've never seen the extended cut. And there's a scene in this movie where you're going to be like, holy shit, like the acting. It's like really like powerful from Jackie and Samo, like really well done and very sad and traumatic, like it was like, wow, and she was very surprised by that. The only bad thing about when you come across the scene, you know which scene I'm talking about. The only one gripe and nitpick I have with the extended cut, it's awesome. It's got all the fights put back in, but the extended cut is right after, because it has a different score, right? So right after that dramatic scene, the most dramatic scene between both actors, Jackie and Samo, and you're just like, fuck, right? I mean, Frank Jang in the commentary said he saw that movie in theater when it came out with a Hong Kong audience, and there wasn't a dry eye in the theater. That's how powerful that scene was. Well, for some reason, in the extended version, the extended version, right after that powerful scene, it's got this really like happy music, like and me and Lady Fat Blood were looking at each other and we're like, what the hell? We're like, what the hell? Like, what is this music? Like, what this like whiplash. It's like emotion whiplash. Like, you get this really traumatic, sad scene. And then right after that, Samuel's walking down the street. I'm just like, what the fuck? So anyway, that's the only thing I didn't like about the extended version. But the extended version, in my humble opinion, is the better of the two, because you get all the fights put back in. Because they originally thought the movie had too many fights, and it was distracting from a movie that they were kind of pushing more as a drama. So all these years later, guys, you can finally see the extended version with all the fight scenes put back in. I mean, the original had a few fight scenes. Sumo. I hate you. I hate you. Why are you treating me this way? Yeah, so it just doesn't work. But Seinfeld, right? Yeah, so it's just yes, Samo was great. I mean, everybody was so good. And here's another fun fact. This came out 3 years before Rain Man. Because a lot of people that saw this movie, they're like, oh, it's Hong Kong versions of Rain Man. No. This was 3 years before Rain Man came out. But in the theatrical version, right after that dramatic scene, the song fits a little bit better with Samuel walking down the street and trying to look for work and help his brother out. Like it just fits a little bit better. It's like, what is this music? Anyway, but dude, the fights that are there are great. The end finale fight is it's pretty it's pretty violent for a Jackie Chan movie. Even in Super Cop, Jackie Chan does a lot of spraying with his gun, but he doesn't hit a lot of people. He hits a few people. But in this one, it's just no, you're dead. Like Jackie Chan is murdering people because he's trying to rescue his brother. There's a minor spoiler there. But yeah, exactly, Batman. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring that up. But there's a scene at the end here. I can tell you this, I gotta entice you a little bit, right? There's a scene where Jackie Chan picks up a machete and just whoosh, it's like right in the guy's neck. That was cut out from the theatrical version. So it's awesome. They have both versions on here with the plethora of special features. So I highly recommend, especially if you haven't seen the movie. I highly recommend you guys check out Heart of Dragon from Arrow. That's right. That's right. Now there's an exclusive other version that has this cool like slip cover, like a different type of cover and all that stuff. I don't know if that's still available. You have to check that on the website. But yeah, highly, Samurai Guy highly recommends Heart of Dragon. It's definitely worth. Yeah, sorry, everybody. So, oh, here we go. Sorry to comment off topic, but I was really fascinated. I know, right? There was, Rick blew my mind on that one. I know they might have just used this. They should have just used. Oh no, this one. They should have just used this during the next scene. It might have fit a little bit better. I don't know. But it sounded like dogs were barking. It was weird. It was like, what is this music? But no, it's a must buy, must purchase. You're seeing a cut with all the fights put back in. And don't forget, this is the movie. This is the movie that has this crazy stunt with Chin Carlock and Yuen Wah and everybody. It was like 8 of them. There's a big explosion behind them, and they jump out of a building. That was the scene that was featured in the Hong Kong Stuntman documentary that I highly recommend you guys check out on Hi-Ya. The Hi-Ya channel is a must, guys. This is like the best streaming service. There's no competition right now. Hi-Ya. So watch that Hong Kong Stuntman documentary because that shows what happened before that stunt, what went wrong, and what happened, the aftermath after. So Heart of Dragon is that movie. But I highly recommend you check out the Hong Kong Stuntman documentary on Hi-Ya. But yeah, it's a classic. It's a lot of fun. Check out Heart of Dragon. I highly recommend it. So hold on a second here. Let's see. Jackie is so sick. His fight scene with Benny Jet was, oh yeah, it's one of the best fight scenes of all time in cinema history. Oh, there you go. Batman knows about the extended cut. Yeah, the parking lot fight was fun. Yeah, Batman, isn't that crazy? That whole entire fight was cut from the theatrical, but now you guys can see it remastered. So, all right, let's keep it rocking and rolling here. So we went from some Hong Kong badassity and some dramatic flair, more drama than action, but hey, a little bit of bonus action put back in is definitely a plus for us action movie fans. But now we're going to go horror slasher now. So let's check out Lover's Lane. All right, let's bring up Lover's Lane so you guys can see the special features. There we go. All right. Look at that artwork. Great artwork here. And let me open it up here. Boom. That way you can see the different angles. There you go. Bam. There we go. Different artwork on the inside is always awesome. I always hate it when it's the same thing, but you got that reverse slip. So that I wish all companies did that. They all did reverse slips there. Let's see 1 second here. And all right. Passions are aroused and old wounds reopen in the sassy post-Scream teen slasher based on the urban legend of The Hook. a steamy secret tryst that was brutally cut short on Valentine's Day. An unlucky 13 years ago comes back to haunt the teens who linger around the Lover's Lane, where the double slaying took place. The county sheriff, Tom Anderson, played by Matt Rady, has just about come to terms with the fact that it was his wife who died in another man's car on that fateful night. His daughter, Mandy, played by Aaron J. Dean, who as a 4-year-old saw her mother's corpse carried away from the scene, has a different take on things. It doesn't help that her classmate, Michael Riley Smith, lost his father to the same hook-handed homicidal maniac in that night's incident. To cap it all off, as another Valentine's Day comes around, reports come through that the man arrested as the Hook has just burst out of his asylum. Prepare yourself for the ultimate hookup in a scream-a-minute roller coaster that marked the film debut of Anna Faris, which is hilarious because Anna Faris stars in an actual slasher. Excuse me, stars in an actual slasher, but then the very next year she's in Scary Movie, which is hilarious. Lost in Translation, she was also in that as well. Brand new 2K restoration from a 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, high definition 1080p, 2 versions of the film. You have a widescreen version and a full frame version, original lossless stereo audio on both versions, optional English subtitles, brand new audio commentary with writers, producers Geoff Miller and Rory Veal. Screaming Teens, The Legacy of Lover's Lane featurette with Geoff Miller and Rory Veal and actors Matt Rady and Carter Roy. Original trailers, image gallery, and of course the awesome reversible sleeve. There we go. Commission artwork by Ian Sheedy. And of course, if it's first pressing only, you get a collector's booklet with it. So the film contains a sequence of flashing lights, which might affect customers who are... You guys see all that. All right. So Lover's Lane. So I am going to say this. Me. Fans of this movie are in for a treat. Fans of this movie who have been waiting a long time. They love everything about this movie. This is one of their favorite slashers of all time. And they've only had it on VHS or a crusty DVD, or maybe it didn't even come out on DVD. And they've been waiting 5 billion years to finally own it. Blu-ray remastered with beautiful picture and just tons of special features. Fans of this movie will absolutely love this release. And I highly recommend it to fans of this movie. Thank you. Thank you. Am I good? Am I good or what? Am I Oh, God. All right. Okay. No. I'll it looks fun. Okay. All right. So everything I said was not a lie. Samurai Guy's always honest. Okay. Fans of this movie will love it. Okay. Yes, and again, I highly recommend it to fans of this movie. The problem with Samurai Guy, okay, you guys know how I love slashers. Okay. It could be, first when you look at it at first, you're like, oh, what is this? Another, they're trying to rip off Scream, or they're trying to rip off, I Know What You Did Last Summer. You got a hooded guy with a hook and, blah, blah, blah. Or they're trying to rip off Urban Legend or, whatever. That's at first glance, right? That's at first glance. Okay. So at first glance, that's what I thought. And then when I started watching it, I'm okay, this is a little different. It's got a little bit of My Bloody Valentine vibe and feel to it a little bit. But it is your traditional slasher, your whodunit. Okay, there was a few cool moments. There was one moment where it's not a spoiler. The cops in the house searching, and you see you see the mirror on the back, right? And you see the killer standing in the on the mirror, right? And when the cop walks by the camera frame, the killer disappears in the same shot. Now that was dope. Even Lady Fat Blood was like, "All right, that was pretty cool." There's a few cool moments in this. Does it have the jingle? Well, then it would have been a five out of five star movie if it had the jingle in there. Uh, um, ah. I'm trying here. I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. Yeah, there's some moment. It has its moments, when you see a little bit of the aftermath when he breaks out of the asylum. There's a little bit of some violence there. I did laugh a lot. He likes painting blood on the walls. That prison food sucks. That was hilarious. The blonde hot girl that's in the movie, she actually had some really funny dialogue that I was really like stunned, like my mouth dropped. I was like, "Oh my god, did she just say that?" So that was funny. She had some funny moments. The house explodes. There is a lot of blood, which that's usually a plus, right? Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna be generous, and I think it was probably a budget issue. One of my pet peeves with the film is majority of the kills um, are after the fact. You don't really see, the actual kill, like slash, chest burst open, blood spray, or you don't see it. It's a lot of the killer doing that. You hear what happens, and then the other cast finds the person that he killed, and the person's just laying there with blood on him. I get it. It was probably a budget thing. Maybe they ran out of time. But you know how I am when it comes to gore and slashers. This is just my personal preference. You guys are all of you out there are very different, okay? But that kind of gets annoying after a while, especially when you're like, okay, you expect it here and there. But it seemed like a lot of the kills in this movie are very after the fact. You find out what happened to them later, or if you see one, it's not really that gory or bloody or anything like that. I have not seen Climax. I heard it's wild though. But like this is just my problem. Okay. I'm sure there's a lot of fans out here that love this movie, right? So by all means, go out and buy it and enjoy it. But at some point, you gotta give us something like, that's right. It's true. A lot of low budget slasher films do that. But at some point, have a faraway shot, have a fake head, get somebody get their head fall, decapitated, show the fake head fly somewhere. You don't have to show it up close. Be creative with it. Have the slasher do that. Throw a bucket of blood on the wall. Like there's things you can do even with low budget that you can still kind of satisfy the audience. But it kept getting annoying throughout the movie where, oh, something big bad's gonna that's what happened to that person. We find out later. Especially one character sitting, I won't spoil who it is, but one character is sitting on the bed. Uh, the hook guy comes, you see the arm come up from underneath the bed, and the hook come up right in a certain area and then kind of go back like that. You don't see anything. You hear it, you see the person react, and then later they find that person's body, and it's just there's some stabbing in the leg. You see a stab in the leg and a stab in another leg, but like it's expected, but when it's throughout the entire movie, then it's just kind of like because you want to get on board, you want to see what happens to these characters, and of course the annoying ones, you want them to really get theirs, right? You want to see it. So sometimes this is just my personal preference. Sometimes I kind of feel like you're getting gypped. Yes, Hera. Heather. Yes. So they probably didn't have enough film in the camera for the kill shots. It could. I'm sure there's a lot of it, and I'm sure maybe I'll rewatch this um, with the commentary, and I'm sure they might explain what happened, why certain shots didn't work, why certain gore kills didn't come out right. And a lot of times it could be, they might explain that in the commentary. And a lot of times it could be a Friday the 13th Part 7 ordeal as well. It could be like we filmed these cool, awesome kills, but the studio and the MPAA were like, no, that's too graphic, it's too much, cut it out. So that could also be the case as well. So right. But like I said, there are fans of this movie. They will be pleased because the picture quality is very good. The remastering is very, very well done, and tons of special features. So there you go. Samurai Guy's honest review of Lover's Lane. Fans of the film, definitely check it out. Check it out. I will say this. I've seen worse. I've seen worse slashers, but I've seen better. So Lover's Lane, for me, just me personally, it kind of slips right in the middle. It's right in the middle there. So, all right. So no more Blu-ray reviews. We're done with that. But yeah, check those two titles out. The link is in the description box below if you're interested in those two titles. And let's keep rocking and rolling, baby. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Cheers. That's right. Everybody tuning in, hanging out with the old samurai guy on a Monday night. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to watch the behind the scenes because a lot of times it's budget, they run out of time, and a lot of things happen behind the scenes where there's nothing they can control. They just have to kind of go with it. Oh, there was one more thing. They introduced something in the third to the final act, and me and Lady Fat Bud was like, yeah, like that was something we really liked because we weren't expecting it. So we were like, yeah, all right, movie. Like I sat up. I'm like, oh, okay, give me more of this. Unfortunately, they kind of just drop what they introduced to kind of leave it up for sequel bait. So we were like, damn it. But, I'm throwing another positive / negative there. All right. Back to you badasses. Thanks again for being patient here with my movie Blu-ray reviews. And now someone's going to take my Heart of Dragon ditty, my theme song ditty, and someone's going to make a meme of it and post it on the Movie Dojo Facebook page. Do it. I'll pin it. I'll feature it on the Facebook page. Do it. The new jam from Phat Samurai Guy. Somebody do a remix on it. Oh, please. No, seriously, do it. Do a remix on my ditty and post it on the Movie Dojo Facebook page. I will pin it. It will be featured. Yes, do it, please. Oh, love the McMahon villain's mustache. It is what it is. A lot of people I know, right? I want it to happen. That should be my new intro music. Don't give me ideas, Sumo. Back to this really quick. I don't know if you guys knew this, but damn, what was the name of the company? Oh, I had the name of the company in my head, but it's my head. It's gone now. But yeah, the company that owns UFC now owns WWE. I was kind of like shaking my head at first. I was like, "Oh no, this could be bad," but it's probably gonna be fine. Um, a lot of people were like, "Hey, Brock Lesnar can fight John Jones now." John Jones now, and Islam could be walking in the back locker room, and then Conor McGregor would come out of nowhere and hit him over the head with the chair. Right? But I don't think anything's gonna change. I think it's gonna be the same. WWE is gonna run their business the way they want. UFC and Dana, they're gonna run their business the way they want. I don't think if anything, there'll be crossovers on WWE. You might have UFC guys make appearances just for fun on WWE, but you're not going to get the opposite because we don't want a repeat of the XFL. And I'm not talking about the XFL now. I'm talking about when the XFL first came out. Okay. Do you guys remember that? When the XFL first came out, we had vignettes with wrestlers. Yes. So, like we'd have a game, and then in the halftime, all of a sudden, Undertaker would appear on your TV, and he'd be like, "I remember the day when I was on the field." I'm sitting there watching this, like, no, no, no. And I'm a huge wrestling fan back then, and I was just like, no, this is bad. No, don't do this. No. And then we cut, to another game or before the game starts, right? Before the game starts, all of a sudden, Stone Cold Steve Austin comes on the screen. You know, I remember the time, son, when I woke up in the morning and and Stone Cold was lifting weights. Sorry, I'm laughing too hard right now because I remember that horrible shit, that horrible WWE wrestling vignettes. And I was lifting weights, son, and I'm looking at all these football players out here, and they look like they lift weights too. I mean, it was atrocious. It was atrocious. When they took the WWE out of the XFL was a lot more watchable. So I don't think, like look, AEW had UFC guys just show up over there and get into shenanigans and whatever. If anything, that might happen just for fun, but you won't have like I said before, Islam walking in the back and Connor and his team just doing some stomps in the corner and beating him up or running him over with a car or something like that. They're not going to do that because they will lose everyone. They will lose everyone. Like people are not going to watch. I think everything's going to be fine. This is my only fear. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be the same. My only fear is this: the contract for Peacock is coming up. Imagine if ESPN offers a bigger deal for WWE. I mean, they imagine if they wanted everything on ESPN Plus, right? They want everything: sports, UFC, and WWE. That means Peacock is fucked. And if that happens, will they start charging people to pay for pay-per-views? That's my concern. I'm not worried that much for me personally because I don't really watch. I'm off and on. I watch highlights of wrestling. I don't really watch. I had fun watching WrestleMania because I was bored. But like diehard wrestling fans that have to watch every pay-per-view, well, instead of paying $4.99 on Peacock and watching all the pay-per-views for free, including WrestleMania, what if ESPN Plus goes, oh, no, no, no. You have to, just like their UFC pay-per-views. What if, you guys got to pay for ESPN Plus first, and then if you want to watch that WrestleMania, you got to pay. That will suck for WWE fans. That will suck. So hopefully they don't do that for the fans because that kind of sucks for the fans. But all right, let me get back to you guys. Hold on. All right, I'm catching up to you guys. It's going to be XFL all over again. I know. It's hey, Shan, what's going on? Yeah, making appearances, broadcasts, like that. That's fine. They'll do that, but Sound like yeah, my voice is gone. I can't do my Austin like I usually do my Austin right now. Maybe I sounded like Stone Cold when he was like really drunk. Yeah, that's what I'm just kind of concerned for WWE fans because I'm sure. But here's the thing: WWE fans, they'll probably be really desperate. They'll pay. They'll pay. It's just like damn. So yeah, money talks and bullshit walks. Very well said. Yeah, they're a UFC fight. The lights go out. Undertaker's in the ring. He's the special guest referee. Oh god. You can have fun. Like Izzy came out with the Undertaker theme song, and he had the hat, and he was holding the urn, and like you can have fun bringing in wrestling that way in UFC, right? You can have fun, but not any like shenanigans. Like that's gonna you're gonna alienate your audience, man. Everybody's gonna be like, "Woo!" All of a sudden, the audience for Bellator and ONE FC just went up. It just skyrocketed out of nowhere. Oh man. It's like the Conor McGregor bus incident. If that didn't scream WWE moment, right? You think something like that would happen now? Conor McGregor's on the outside. He's got it. What did he have? Oh, what did he have? He had a dolly, right? Oh my goodness, he's got a dolly. Oh my goodness. He just threw a dolly into the bus. Where's security? God damn it. It'd be hilarious. Stunners in a UFC fight. Oh my god. Oh man, they're doing all these combinations. They're fucking each other up, and then all of a sudden, oh my god! Did you see? It was a small MMA company. It was small, but there was a guy who put on a Boston Crab. He was just like for fun. He put on a Boston Crab, but what happened was when he had legs like this, he leaned all the way back. And when he leaned all the way back, the guy tapped. And of course, a lot of people were like, was that rigged? Was that set up? But they're like, no, like the guy just, because when he leaned all the way back, he just went like that. And the guy was like, what the fuck? And he just started tapping. He wasn't feeling it, man. That you can find it. Just look it up on YouTube. You can find it. Guy wins an MMA match by using the Boston Crab. Third. I know. Rest in power, Brandon Lee. Yes, I just interviewed. Well, you already know that, right? I'm not sure if you knew that, but I interviewed Ronnie Yu a couple of months ago. Yeah, I had Ronnie Yu here on the channel, and we were talking about his film Raging Fire. Man, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. The the Heart of Dragon theme song has fucked up Samurai Guy's brain for the rest for the rest of the rest. Hold on, the rest of the evening, guys. There, I'm reading Fire down. Legacy of Rage. There you go. I had the rage right. There we go. Oh man, Legacy of Rage is really good. It's like really underrated Brandon Lee movie because it's a Hong Kong flick. So I don't know if people over the States, the hardcore badasses that know, they know that movie's good. But Laser Mission, it's funny. Me and Matt Merritt from Keep Forward Productions, we were just talking about how Laser Mission needs a Blu-ray release. Laser Mission needs a remastering. Laser Mission's fun. The Laser Mission was the fuck it movie. Laser Mission was like, you know what? Everything we love, we're gonna throw in there. It's gonna be a James Bond movie. It's gonna be a post-apocalyptic movie. It's gonna be all this. We're gonna throw it all in there. Fuck it. And of course, Brandon brings his charm. But yeah, this needs a it needs some kind of Blu-ray remastering. So It's got to be the Crow. It's got to be the Crow. Showdown, Little Tokyo, Rapid Fire. That's a big one. But it's the Crow, man. The Crow is just it's iconic. You know, they they've been wanting to remake the Crow for years, and they still don't know what they're doing with the Crow. Yeah, Rapid Fire. I feel like Rapid Fire is underrated too. There was a lot of homages in Rapid Fire. Brandon had a little bit of had a little bit of Bruceisms in there. His dad, he had a little bit, just a little. He threw in there. The beginning action sequence, there was some police story homages, especially at the end too. Yeah, I feel like Rapid Fire is another one. Rapid Fire is a lot more known than Legacy of Rage, but um, I feel Rapid Fire is underrated too sometimes. So. Oh yeah, we talked about that on Action Film Autopsy, MK. Me and Rick, the last episode we did, we talked about that. Apparently, Rick was surprised. Rick was surprised because Rick was like me beforehand. He was like, "Oh, this is gonna be." Those trailers did not look good. Those trailers were so formulaic and vanilla. I don't care what anybody says, man. All right, we need popular rock, classic rock or pop song because all the trailers have to have that. So let's throw Led Zeppelin in there. I mean, it just but apparently I'm hearing the movie's fun, so I'll check it out one day. Oh, I know, Todd. They've been man. How long have they been trying to remake Into the Dragon? It's like Big Trouble in Little China. They've been trying to remake all three of those movies for so long. And Highlander too. Look at the bullshit Highlander remake and reboot buzz all these years. Well, Ryan Reynolds was a part of it. No, not anymore. I think Chad Stahelski is it's on his list, but that guy's so busy. I mean, who knows? I think we reviewed a lot of the Crow movies here. I think that part of the is it really that bad? I did one on Sam Kench's channel, Brick Wall Pictures. Shout out to Sam Kench. I think we did the third Crow movie on his channel, but the fourth one of Edward Furlong we did here. So you guys can find it. Just look it up. You'll be able to find it. So, you know what I heard? I heard the Mark Dacascos TV series is like really hard to find on DVD now, and I'm like, God damn it! And I tried watching that a while back, and I mean not a while back, but when it came out, because I was a Dacascos fan even then. Um, and I don't know, man. I just something about it. Like I love the casting of him. Like that's perfect. But some of the episodes, I don't know. I think I just wanted action. I'm hearing from a lot of people that it's actually good. Like if you give it a chance and you make it all the way through, the show actually gets better. So I was just like, oh, maybe it might be one of those fun little blind buys where I get a cheap box set. But now I'm hearing that it's the box set's hard to find or it's expensive or so. Yes. Yes, very. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed my Blue Beetle reaction. So I was going to say something, but it already ended. I was like, it's all right. But yeah, this has kind of become a theme with DC now. And I'm like, why? Why? We got to kill the Batman off. Let's kill him again. Let's make him an asshole in Titans. And oh no, wait, let's make him an asshole in Titans, and let's kill him off in the video game, which I heard sucked, by the way. Where you play as the Bat Family. I heard that game sucked. And then you have, was it Gotham? I just talked about this with Chris Mancini, Was it Gotham Knights? What was it called? That horrible show? The show that they're considering to be the worst CW show of all time in terms of like DC characters. Is it Gotham Knights where the Batman's dead and like his son is there and you have like Joker's daughter? Like, just stop it. Stop it. What? What do you mean a new Street Fighter movie's in the works? What are you talking about? Where'd you hear that? Yeah, like maybe do your own thing, right? Right, Eggshed? Like try something else, right? Because the remake's gonna no. It's gonna be terrible. I think they know. I think they know. I think they're just like, should we do this? I mean, why is it taking so long? I mean, hey, I'm not complaining, right? I forgot that came out. If I do one, it'll be for the members. It'll be for the channel members, Severio, if I do one. Legendary Pictures got the rights to Street Fighter. They talked about it on the news earlier. I'm frightened. I'm frightened about this. I'm really frightened. I'm scared. Because what are they doing? Are they doing the OG original storyline from the early games? Or are they following the most recent games? Like, what are we doing? Are they gonna, because we have that new was a Street Fighter 5 coming out? Are we going to feature a whole bunch of characters from that game? We want it to be concise. When the game comes out, maybe the movie come out later. There's so much that could go wrong with this. I just don't see it as a tournament movie or a one-on-one fight film. I feel they're gonna put like who's the new dude for Street Fighter 5 that they have on the cover and shit? Like that guy? That guy screams generic dude that we will be following in the movie. And Ken and Ryu and all the classic characters will show up as cameos, or I feel like we're gonna follow somebody we hate. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Oh, you sent me a post? Okay, Sumo. But it is a CW thing. Mortal Kombat versus. You never know. The goal of Street Fighter. I have a bad feeling, man. Because who are you gonna follow? Are you really gonna follow Ryu or Ryu? Iru? I mean, who are you gonna follow? Are we following Ken? Street Fighter's Assassin's Fist is still to this day the best live action adaptation of Street Fighter. It's so good that when it ended abruptly, Lady Fat-Blood punched me in the arm. And I was like, I didn't make the thing. What are you mad at me for? Yeah. But she was so into it, as was I. And it was just a web series that they put together as a movie, and yeah, exactly. This is still the best. Still the best. I agree. They will probably drop the ball on this one. Yeah, it just all depends on the story. Like what story, you could keep things simple and you can follow the early games and follow Ryu and Ken. I mean, imagine if they did a live action version of the Street Fighter animated movie. Golden. Take my money, right? Easy money. Yeah. Terminator 2. Like seriously, that's all they have to do. But it'll have to come down to that exactly. Like if the story isn't up to par, it better have some of the best fight scenes ever. Like, just really good. Has anyone seen Legend of Chun-Li? Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li? Oh, oh man. Woo. If you've never seen it, please watch that movie with friends. Please watch it with friends. Please. Please. If you drink a little bit of the alky, do that too. It may enhance the experience. That's if you drink. If not, don't worry about it. You're watching it with friends. You will be laughing hysterically. You will be laughing hysterically, especially the actor that plays Charlie. He was in the American Pie movies. What's it? I forgot that guy's name. The guy that plays Charlie. You just everything is I'm so cool. The way he walks and looks and turns around. We were in hysterics. Me, Lady Fat Bud, my buddy Chris, and we had other people over. Oh my God. We were in hysterics. Do you know that in Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li, did you know that there's okay, Lady Fat Blood? Woo! We got Lady Fat Blood popping in the live stream. There's a scene in Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li, where she's trying to get information from a villain who happens to be in the club, and we have a dance-off. You think I'm making this up? I'm not making this up. And Chun-Li, fuck doing the spinning bird kick. No, Chun-Li does the sexy chicken dance. and we're like, what is happening right now? We're watching this. We're like, what is going on? Yes. And my favorite, Irish M. Bison. They just said, fuck it. No, having him in the suit or some kind of military type suit, we'll put our little spin on it. No, fuck it. No, he's just gonna wear a white gray suit with no hat, and not even military suit, but regular CNR suit, and he's Irish. They're that lazy. Oh, and then Michael Clark Duncan casted as Balrog. That's good casting, but they didn't really have him do much, you know. And one of the dudes from Black Eyed Peas was Vega. But I mean, it's just, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Highlander fan casting, Marco Zavar as Ramirez and Scott Adkins as McCloud. Oh my God. Oh my God. That'd be insane. I'm all for that. But this is Hollywood, man. So you never know. You never know. They might now because everyone knows who they are now because of John Wick. But you never know, man. They may hire some bullshit. Might be Channing Tatum as McCloud. All of a sudden, everybody's girlfriends and wives are like, I want to see that Highlander movie. I gave my friend Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li brand new for a birthday gift. He got mad at me and said, seriously, you spent money on this? I don't want this. A free gift. He didn't want it. So you did the classic Samurai Guy gag gift, huh? You did the gag gift. Oh, my God. Oh, I forgot to put this up. Having too much fun with you guys. I hope this is good. The trailer looked like a lot of fun, so I hope that's good. I hope it's not generic. I hope it's not just kind of average. But when Nicolas Cage is on screen, it's epic. But when he's not, you're just like bored. I hope that's not the case. So I'm rooting for that movie. So, oh my God, Magic McCloud, Bad Bunny as McCloud. Oh man, woo, this is hilarious. Oh man, woo, that's some funny shit, man. Nicolas Cage is in Bison. I don't know, man. That's the being Nicolas Cage is in Bison. Who could be more over the top, him or Raul Julia? I don't know. I think Raul Julia might have him beat on that one. I don't know. I hope it's a good movie, right? We want a bad Street Fighter movie, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Raw was bad, huh? Oh, that sucks. It figures. I miss the old days, man, where Raw after WrestleMania is like fucking chaos. The audience just doesn't give a shit. The people that are there, they just go nuts. So what happened, Brandon? Was it just boring? Like nothing happened? Yes, yes. That's another reason why we're gonna go see it. If Renfield was PG-13, we probably would have just wait till streaming. So, what's up, Seller? Seller just showed up. What's going on? Oh man, F5 Cody? Really? They just said fuck it. It's Brock Lesnar versus Cody now. Oh man. Let's just bring this up right now. Snoop Dogg is the MVP of WrestleMania. Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dizzle is the MVP of WrestleMania. And if you don't know, let me know if you guys don't know what happened, because it is hysterical. It is shocking and hysterical what happened with Snoop Dogg on WrestleMania. If you guys do not know, I will tell you right now. Let me know if you want to know. Oh, God. Yes, Seller, we talked about that earlier, man. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. It'd be better than Irish M. Bison. Shane has his daddy's quads. Yes. Yes, he does. Oh. Oh, you're working out, Seller. Nice, nice. For shizzle. What's up, McCloskey? Yes. Yeah. I hope that movie's good. Oh my God. This was hilarious. This is so funny. And I wish we were filming our reaction, but how were we supposed to know that Shane McMahon was going to make a hey, daddy let me back into play. Daddy fired me. Now he rehired me. And he said I could play at WrestleMania. He said I could play. So Shane comes down, tries to give this emotional, like, thank you for accepting me back. And he's crying, and you can hear boos. You can hear some people booing. And then Snoop sets up a match between Shane and Miz. And Miz runs at Shane, and Shane jumps up in the air. By the way, beforehand, I heard that he thought he was fine, and he thought that he didn't need to stretch. That's what's the word on the street. So he jumps up really high because Shane's athletic. He jumps up really high so Miz could go on her. And as soon as he lands, that was it. He was on the ground grabbing his leg. And me and Lady Fat Flip were like, oh my God, did that just happen? We were screaming. We were like, oh no, this is embarrassing. Of all the places for this to happen, it just happened to happen at WrestleMania, the whole world watching, right? So what do you do? What do you do? Everything's fucked. The whole segment's fucked. So this is why Snoop Dogg is the MVP. Nobody told him what to do. Snoop Dogg went in there to try to save the segment. So he walks around. The staff's in there with Shane checking on him. Miz is just standing there like he didn't know what to do. Snoop comes in there and he goes, what's up? He goes, what did he say? He goes, what's up, man? You hurt, cuz? What happened? Like, what happened? He's talking to Shane like that. And then Snoop's like, all right. He walks over there. He's like, why'd you do that, man? And he just punches Miz. Miz goes for it, falls down. He gets back up. Snoop punches him again. And then Snoop just took it upon himself to, I'm going to do the greatest people's elbow in the history of wrestling. And Snoop, he like looks for it. He actually takes thought in this. He looks for an elbow just for fun. He doesn't have an elbow pad to throw. So he does that. Then he's like, all right, I'm going to throw my glasses. He throws his glasses. Then he trots slowly to the rope. Boop, bounces off the rope a little bit. And then trots slowly to the other side. Boop, then comes back to the middle and then does this lazy elbow drop and then goes for the pin. And then the ref's just standing there. So the ref's like, fuck it, 1, 2, 3, that was it. He took it upon himself to save that segment. Snoop deserves an award. For just a celebrity guy, he's just a host. He's just there to hang out. And for him to do all of that, to try to save the segment with nobody telling him what to do, is pretty is pretty amazing. That is amazing. But yeah, we were laughing hysterically. Oh my God, we were in tears. Oh my God. Hold on, I'm missing some of the let me go back up to some of the comments here. Oh man. Let's see. One of my friends didn't believe me when I told him Chucky was on WWE. Oh, yeah, it's hilarious. Way back to WCW days, too. Dana White, Stone Cold, Joe Rogan, and Conor McGregor is the New World Order. I have seen Johnny Handsome. Yes, I have seen that. It's a good movie. RRR versus Killzone? I don't know about that one. I don't know if that one would work. Interesting. It's interesting. Oh yeah. Well, it's an underrated movie. Really good. I enjoyed that one. Oh, but yeah, it's just one of the most hysterical WrestleMania. We were happy we decided to watch WrestleMania. Otherwise, because we were kind of off and on. We were like, we could be watching some movies. This could be something else we could be doing. But we were like, why not? Let's watch the shenanigans. And we're so happy we watched so we can experience the ridiculously embarrassing debacle saved by Snoop Dizzle. Oh, Streets of, yeah. I was listening to Nowhere Fast not too long ago. Yeah, I was listening to that song, Nowhere Fast. Oh my goodness. You're fired. You're fired, seller. I'm now banning you from. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Especially when somebody hypes it up like me, you probably were disappointed. But you got to remember, this is back on Sci-Fi Channel TV days. Okay, we're talking bad Sci-Fi Channel movies. So when you see a bad Sci-Fi Channel commercial for dog soldiers that makes it look like shit. And then you watch it because you're bored. And then you end up seeing what you're seeing. You could see why back then it blew my mind. And I never judge a book by its cover anymore. But yeah, Bad Moon is amazing. I love Bad Moon. Between De Niro and Pacino. Oh, it's tough. That's tough because it depends on what you're looking for, right? Do you want your devil to be really loud and screaming and over the top and really pissed? Or do you want your devil to be a little bit subtle about things? Just dance, puppet, dance. Dance, puppets, dance. Just a little subtle about things, It depends. It depends what you're looking for, but both were great. Megan's or Wednesdays? I would have to say Megan's because it came out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. We just had to assume that she just short-circuited and decided to just do that. At least with Wednesdays, it made sense because they were at a dance. But that Wednesday dance has been done to death, though. Oh my God! Have you seen footage? I don't know what show she was on, but they were asking her to do the Wednesday dance with her, and Jenna Ortega. She's just like, She's just like not feeling it. She's like, "Oh my god, enough." Between Legend of Chun-Li and Dracula 3000, what's the baddest of the bad? Dracula 3000, man. You know, that's a not a horrible question because it depends on. Ooh, they both toe that line of bad bad and good bad, both of them. So nah, I would say Dracula 3000 is worse. But you can still enjoy it for good bad purposes if you want. So I mean, you got Coolio as a vampire. I mean, talking with his fangs in, you can barely understand what he's saying. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yes, yes, I saw the Toxic Crusaders beat 'em up. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Same company, I believe, that did um Streets of Rage 4 and Shredder's Revenge, right? I think it's the same company. Well, the Toxic Avenger movies are they're for adults. But Toxic Crusaders was a cartoon that came out in the early 90s, I believe. I remember watching it growing up. So the game's based off the cartoon. But like everything in the 80s, how many R-rated properties had cartoons? Like RoboCop had a cartoon, Rambo had a cartoon. That's just how it was back then, damn it. I got to meet the Terrifier cast. Oh, nice. Yeah, he remembers me. Oh my god. I'm stunned. Yeah, he's a sweetheart, that guy, man. That's awesome. You got to meet everyone. How cool is that? Megan trailer. It's still my favorite. I don't think there's a trailer reaction better than the Megan one last year. It's still. I was not ready. I was not ready for that. Ooh, Red Heat. Yeah, yeah, Red Heat, man. That's some good shit. We talking Walter Hill movies tonight. I still want to make, especially when I just purchased the 4K 2 pack of 48 hours and another 48 hours. I still wanted to do like my like top 15 Walter Hill films video. I still might do that at some point. So Peninsula did. Peninsula did. Because Snake Eyes, I was just went in there to hopefully see a fun ninja flick. But Peninsula, like this is coming off of like one of my favorite zombie movies of like all time. So I couldn't wait. Peninsula almost ruined Halloween for me. That's how much I hate it. Now, if you just watch Peninsula and you don't, you know, you just look at it as you don't have anything, it doesn't have anything to do with Train to Busan. It's its own post-apocalyptic zombie movie. People like it. People enjoy it, right? They think it's entertaining. There's a lot of action, right? But the fact that it's connected to Train to Busan, and we go from one of the most like dramatic but badass, you know, movies to a little kid using remote control cars to distract zombies. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? We have annoying characters. Like what happened? So Peninsula for me, but everyone's different. There's fans. There's a lot of fans for Snake Eyes and Peninsula. Let's see, Dracula 3000 or Dracula. Which one's Dracula Untold? Severio? Which one's that one? I'm drawing a blank on that one. Yes, yes, they were darker. Yeah, I had those early ones. I don't know where I lost those books, man. I used to have like a collection of the old ones. Oh, nice. You beat Shredder. I still need to. I'll get it at some point. So yeah. Oh my god, Extreme Prejudice is so good. Oh my god. Just just I I feel bad because I was late to the game watching that movie, but I also feel good that in a way that I was late because I got to see it in Blu-ray remastered, widescreen and all that. So, but yeah, Extreme Prejudice was dope. That was great. No, I have not watched Last of Us. Rick Myers respects the show. He likes it. But I don't know. I just I know it's great. I know everyone tells me it's good. I'm just lagging on it for some reason. Probably because I know how it ends, because I know the game how it ends. But I mean, I might check it out one day. So both Dracula movies are dope. Untold is so underrated. Todd, are you thinking of Dracula 2000? He said 3000. We're talking the vampire Coolio movie. That's what he's talking about. Oh, Dracula Untold. That's the Luke Evans Dracula movie, right? I enjoyed Luke Evans as Dracula. I really like him as an actor. And the best part in that movie is, Dracula takes on a whole army. That was a lot of fun. I just wish we would have had like a better sequel, but they just gave up on it. It just kind of sucks. Yes, Karate Kid. I remember that. Everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You never watched Red Heat or The Running Man. Which should you watch? Which is better? Well, two different type of movies. Watch both. Watch it in order they were released. That might be more fun. But yeah, two totally different movies. Like the Running Man is a dystopian future, and it's I don't want to spoil it, but it's a game show. So it's like imagine Family Feud in a way, or American Gladiators is a better example, right? People don't make it. So Running Man is that. Red Heat is like a buddy cop movie because it's Arnie and Belushi. So, but both are good. Both are good. Daniel Radcliffe is casted as the new Wolverine. And the writer of Avatar 2 is writing Fantastic Four. No, they're not casting Daniel Radcliffe. There's no way. No way. No, because I'm pretty sure they want somebody young. Especially if they want a whole new franchise. Oh, yeah, I loved Accident Man's Hitman's Holiday. Yeah, I loved it. Oh, maybe it was the Mummy's fault. Maybe it's Severial. Maybe that's what happened. The Mummy just killed everything. They're like, fuck it. There's no reason to keep going. Donnie Yen, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and Bruce Lee. Who has the better? Oh, well, that's all personal preference, So that's hard to answer because I'm fans of all four of them, and they all four of them, they have their own styles and flavors and tastes. Flavors. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, it's everyone's different because I know some people out there that don't like Jet Li. They don't like his movies. They don't like his fighting style. Even Fearless, they're like Fist of Legend. They're like, I know, right? I know, right? He's like, what? Once Upon a Time in China movies, we're like, no. There's everyone's different. I know people out there that hate Jackie Chan's movies. They hate his style. They hate the way his fighting choreography is. They don't like that he's funny. They like more serious. They want their martial arts movies and action movies to be serious. So it's everyone's different. But I'm a fan of all four. I mean, how could you not? And I like variety. I like different styles. There's some Choi Hark movies I like, and then there's some John Woo movies I like. There's some Ringo Lam movies I like, right? All right, let me catch up to you guys. Beverly Hills Vamp? I don't know if I've seen that one. Well, Vampire in Brooklyn, I remember enjoying some of that. It's been a long time since I've seen Vampire in Brooklyn. I need to revisit this because I didn't know it was. Well, nobody knew who Gerard Butler was when this came out, so I want to. I should revisit this for fun. I'm hearing Resident Evil 4 is really good. Yes. Oh, I'm a John Carpenter's vampire dude, so I got to go with that one, man. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that one, man. That was fun. It is, and not only is it fired, Imran, but it's underrated. I feel Unleashed is really underrated, man, especially for Jet Li's like American movies over here. I mean, I know there was some French distributions in that film, but like Kiss of the Dragon, but still, it's like, come on. That close quarters fight he has with that monk in the bathroom, dude. Like, why is nobody talking about this movie? And the gauntlet fight he had with all the martial artists. I think Scott Atkins is one of the guys in there, and Silvio Simac is in that too. But yeah, there's like, dude, you get Bob Hoskins in there. You got more Morgan Freeman. But yeah, I mean, Unleashed is good shit, man. Might have to review that one day. Is Unleashed underrated? Well, I think it's one of those things, Severio, where when you have one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, like of all time, and the movie doesn't do the money they want, then they're just like, kill it. you know. I was still interested to see what they were going to do because wasn't Johnny Depp was going to be Invisible Man, right? And then was what you call going to be Frankenstein's monster? It was Javier Bardem, right? So it would have been interesting to see. And Angelina Jolie was someone. I don't know who she was supposed to be. Let's see. Favorite Jet Li film is The One. Favorite Donnie Yen film is Ip Man. Jackie Chan, Shanghai Nights. And you get a little bonus Donnie Yen versus Jackie Chan in Shanghai Nights. And you never seen any Bruce Lee films. Oh boy, that's interesting. Well, it's not too late. I know at some point Into the Dragon might get a re-release. I know some of the Movie Dojo Army was telling me that Into the Dragon might come out again for its anniversary. That would be awesome to see that in theater. Well, you just got to remember, Bruce Lee's the OG. He's way before Jackie. He's way before all these guys. You gotta remember, when you watch these movies, don't expect any like modern day type of technical excellence in terms of filmmaking. But I think you'll dig Bruce, man. It's hard to not like Bruce. Game of Death might be difficult. It might be a difficult watch. But you have The Big Boss, and then you have my personal favorite. You have Fist of Fury, and then Way of the Dragon, because it doesn't get any better than Bruce Lee fighting Chuck Norris at the end of the movie, and then go straight to Enter the Dragon. There you go. You can probably watch all his movies in one day. I'm still picking Dracula 3000 is worse than I Frankenstein. Because at least I Frankenstein is not a good movie. But at least it was loosely based off a comic book. So if you look at I Frankenstein, if you watch it again, I don't think you would, but if you watch it again as a comic book movie, that's what they were going for because there's supposedly a comic for it. And there were a few martial art type fights. I was like that's pretty good. Of course, they go all CGI crazy at the end, right? But there was some few like fights. So I was not expecting. But yeah, you got the whole superhero comic book vibe with with Frankenstein's monster like on top of the mountain and he's like doing martial arts katas and shit. I mean, if you watch it as a horror movie, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this? What is this?" But if it's a horror superhero comic book movie, you know, what's up, Serg? Got Serg in the house. See, if that's my guy and Reggie need to watch Street Fighter and Chili. I wish we could. That would be funny. If copyright wasn't such a pain in the ass, that'd be something we could release to the members or something on the channel or something like that. Both of them. Yeah, I am not here to defend I Frankenstein. Yeah, that was I saw a highlight of that. That was awesome. That's my guy right there. That's my favorite heavyweight Japanese wrestler. Great Muda. Oh my god, T2 and Aliens in the theater? Woo! I need to rewatch this Dracula 2000. I need to revisit it. Let's see. And The Rock. Oh. Huh, interesting. So what was Angelina Jolie supposed to be? Because I remember that photo they all took together. Do you guys remember that? It was like Javier Bardem, Cruz, Angelina Jolie, Depp. I don't know if there was one. Oh, and Russell Crowe, because he was like the Russell Crowe was like the Nick Fury / Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde guy. So yeah, Joy Hark had some great stuff. Beetlejuice sequel. Of course, it's finally given the green light because everybody wants Jenna Ortega in it. That's the only reason. They've been talking about Beetlejuice 2 forever. And now that fans are like, we want Jenna Ortega to be in it. Okay, oh, well, let's do it. We're on it now. It's not like Michael Keaton can't do it. I just, if anything we could ask for is that it's fun, right? It would be dumb to expect a sequel to Beetlejuice, a movie that came out in the 80s, all these years later, to be amazing or just as good as or better. I think that's like expecting too much. If it's fun, it's a nice little fun watch. That's probably as good as it's going to get. So, oh God, oh no, oh no, no. Oh, it's Monsters. I'm sorry, Monsters is worse than Dracula 3000. Because Monsters is bad. Dracula 3000, you can laugh at it. You can laugh at the absurdity. You can laugh at Coolio, rest in power, walking in the spaceship because it's in the future, and the crew is gone. They're missing, but you're seeing crosses everywhere. And you have Coolio look around and go, man, this guy, you see all these metal plus signs around here? This guy must have been really into mathematics. You have that absurdity, ridiculousness, but you can laugh at it. Plus Dracula, they got him the Party City outfit. Like it was literally just go to Party City when you did whatever Dracula's there, just bring it back. Okay. It's absurd. The ending is just you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Rob Zombie's Monsters is just why did we do this? But I'm sure there's some fans for it out there. So yeah, like I actually own it on Blu-ray, MK. I blind bought it, so. But yeah, it's not a great movie to defend, but if you look at it that way, you might be able to you might be able to get through it. So let's see. Let's see. So Surge. Is it Surge? Am I saying it right? Let me know, man. Best horror remakes done right. I will say The Hills Have Eyes, the unrated version, is badass. That's one of them. Let me catch up. Yeah, hopefully it's not like Hocus Pocus 2. That would be terrible. Yeah, is Beetlejuice going to say in Beetlejuice 2, nice fucking model? Like, is he going to say that? Or is he going to say the F word, is what I mean? Like, probably not. I don't know, man. Some fighters, no matter how great and just legendary they are, and they're so talented, and they need to be put on a pedestal and just we applaud their achievements. They always run into that one guy. It's just they could beat anyone. They could beat everyone on the entire planet except that one guy. And it happens. It happens to some of the greatest fighters of all time. It just they will always have a great legacy. They just weren't able to beat that one guy. Kazushi Sakuraba, one of the greatest Japanese fighters of all time, was beating everybody in Pride. They called him the Gracie Killer. He was beating all the Gracies back when you couldn't beat the Gracies. He beat Rampage back then when Rampage was on his way up. He beat a lot of dudes. He beat Vitor Belfort. But he ran into Vanderlei Silva when he was the axe murderer. And he got destroyed. Then they had a rematch. He got destroyed again. He just could not beat that one guy. And of course, after that, he was never the same, and his career kind of went up and down. He had some wins, he has a lot of losses. I think he's retired now. But that's always a great example I like to use. They just run into that one dude, and they couldn't beat that one guy. Chuck Liddell, right? Legend, Iceman, one of the greatest of all time. Couldn't beat Rampage. He just couldn't beat Rampage. Lost a Rampage in Pride, lost a Rampage in the UFC. It just happens. It just happens. But we'll see what happens. You never know, right? That's the thing about fighting and combat sports. You never know what's going to happen. Izzy may catch him. You never know. All right, I'm catching up to you guys. Hold on. Bruce Lee, Van Damme versus Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll give it to Bruce Lee and Van Damme for fun. I think Jackie Chan is legend. I think he might be a little bit of the weak link on that other team, unfortunately. But Chan can go. He's great. Jackie Chan's legend. So, all right, Surge. All right, cool. There we go. Zombie Chronicles or Leprechaun 4 in Space? I don't think I've seen Zombie Chronicles. Bruce was on that level. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, today's generation, they may watch a Bruce Lee fight now and they may be like, what's the big deal, right? But you gotta put your mind back when those movies came out. You have to travel back in time. You have to get in your time machine that you have in the backyard. You have to no, but you have to put. I mean, that fighting style was very revolutionary. Nobody was doing that back then, and he kind of changed the game. Got to remember during the Big Boss. Remember, Bruce Lee was brought in, and he wasn't. They weren't even sure if he was going to be the star of the Big Boss. I don't know if you guys knew this. They had James Tien, who's been in a lot of kung fu flicks, and James Tien was kind of there in case things didn't work out with Bruce. Then they would just kill off his character, and James Tien would be the star of the Big Boss. He was there as kind of like a plan B. Well, they showed the dailies, and when James Tien, they showed James Tien fight, and they showed Bruce Lee fight, and then they were like, no, we like the other guy. So they ended up killing off James Tien's character in the movie, and Bruce Lee became the star of the film. But the fight choreographers back then, you have to remember, it was a very traditional. Remember, it comes from Peking opera, right? And then it evolved over time to different styles, right? But you back then they were like, what the hell is he doing? It was like a big deal when Bruce Lee did a kick and the guy just fell and was knocked out. And they were like, wait, wait a minute, it's not supposed to be like this. You got to do all this other stuff. And then you got to come to, you're right. It just didn't fit, like Kung Fu, what's it called? My boy Alex Richter, the Kung Fu genius. He said Bruce Lee had that cha-cha style, like he had that, that style, like one punch, boom, you're on the mat, you're on the ground, that's it. And they were like, would the fights would be too short. The fight choreographer, the Big Boss, like he tried to get Bruce Lee fired. He went to the director and was like, we can't do this. This guy only knows 3 types of kicks. We can't work with this guy. Like, what is this? And luckily for the director, he, and Raymond Chow were like, no, luckily they made the right decision. And they stayed with Bruce Lee, and the rest was history. But nobody was doing that. And then you go to Fist of Fury, right? Out of respect for the fight choreographer of that movie, he did the choreography for everybody else's fights. But Bruce Lee did his fight choreography for his own fights. Look at the difference. That's the best example. Look at the difference in the fights. It's literally like night and day. Literally night and day. It's fascinating. It's fascinating to watch. But when I did my with Marco Zaror, when I had him on the channel, and I did we were doing like fight reactions, and Marco was all in. I mean, this is the guys in John Wick Chapter 4. He was all in watching Bruce Lee's fight at the end of Fist of Fury, because he goes, look at how Bruce Lee breaks the rhythm in the fight. When you break the rhythm in the fight choreography, there's a realistic feeling to them, right? You can do all the steps. And on a technical level, it could be amazing and beautiful, just like mind-blowing. But he goes, watch Bruce Lee all of a sudden kick the leg. You're looking at each other, they're facing off, right? And they're trying to hit each other, and all of a sudden Bruce Lee will stand there, he'll fake and kick the guy in the leg. He goes, breaking the rhythm. When you break the rhythm like that, when you fake this way and do a punch this way, when you jab forward and hit him in the body, you're breaking the rhythm. When you do that occasionally throughout the fight choreography, it has a realistic flair to it. Look at the Killzone fight in the hallway, right? The fight choreography between Donnie Yen and Jackie Wu is fun, just amazing. It's just mind blowing. How they move, from step 1 to step whatever. Like it's insane. But then when you keep watching the fight, there's that small moment in the middle of the fight where it literally looks like they're going at it. And that's because they kind of are. If you watch the behind the scenes, Jackie Wu talks about during the fight, there's parts through that fight where Donnie Yen was like, all right, I want you to just come at me and react. Come at me, I will react. I will come at you, and you react. And Jackie Wu was really nervous. He was like, are you sure? I have a knife. If it's a movie knife, you can still fuck somebody up. And he's like, are you sure? So you watch the middle part of that fight where the camera angle doesn't change. For the most part, stays like this. And you see Donnie Yen testing Jackie. He's trying to hit him up. He goes low. Wu's trying to hit him on the side. That's breaking the rhythm. That's what makes things feel realistic. And Bruce Lee was doing that way back then. But will today's audience, the younglings, will they notice? I don't know. They may love Bruce Lee. They may watch Bruce Lee young and be like, "Oh my god, this is great." Or the teenagers may check out Bruce Lee and be like, "Oh, this is awesome. This is fun." But I could see a lot of the TikTokers maybe. They're probably like, "This is boring. Oh my god, why is he yelling and why does he sound like a cat?" Right? I could see today's young generation may not. It's not like John Wick, right? I could see that, right? But Samurai Guys, salt and pepper for a reason. I've grown through all this, right? I grew up seeing action change, action evolve, action take a step back big time, and then come back strong. I have an appreciation for all of it and all of the different styles that have come out 70s, 80s, and 90s, 2000s. There's hidden gems throughout those eras. And I love John Wick Chapter 4, but I could still go back to even movies before Bruce Lee and appreciate what they were trying to do during that time. So there you go. So check out some Bruce Lee movies. Just I don't know about Game of Death. That might be that's the I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. That's a tough one. All right, let me catch up to you guys. Sorry, Samurai Guy had to segue there. Yeah, dude, Hills Have Eyes. That's like an action movie. So, I'm glad you're enjoying the MMA talk, my friend. I miss Pride. I miss Pride FC. That was an experience. There is one. There is one coming up. I mean, an idea. I just have to have I got to pick a good time when to. It's going to be interesting, put it that way. So, the Donnie Yen kept Kung Fu movies alive. Yeah. Billy Blanks. Well, Billy Blanks is in that Cynthia Rothrock Western. You guys know about the Western, right? Everybody's in this Western. There's like this martial arts action Western that Cynthia Rothrock's working on. And everybody's in this. Like Richard Norton, Benedict Jeter-Kiedis, Donna Dragon Wilson, Billy Blanks, Olivia Gruner is in it. Like everybody's in this movie. I'm sure I'm missing like 20 other dudes. But yeah, she's got this movie coming out soon. I was curious about this. I've heard mixed things. So is it good? Is it worth it? Because I love the original with Rutger Hauer, man. That's tough to beat. But let me know if I should check it out. You just see the recent picture of Vince McMahon looking like Freddie Mercury? Vince McMahon's Under Pressure? Actually, guys, I have to get up for a second and grab something. So, all right. I am back. There's a Photoshop of that Vince pic dressed as M. Bison. Oh my God. All right. If there's a way I can check it out for free, I'll check it out. So, oh well, thank you, Todd. There's a lot. I mean, Rick Myers and all those guys and Frank Jane, they have so much more knowledge. They can tell you a lot of this stuff, but people don't realize that. Like Bruce Lee was ahead of his time back then. I mean, nobody was bouncing around like a boxer and doing boxing jabs and stuff. Like nobody was doing that in a kung fu movie. So he looked like Mr. Bean. Why did he do that? Like, what is? I mean, come on. I don't know. I do recommend um, the new release of the Game of Death footage. Yes, so they went back and remastered and found a lot of the extra clips, and they put the fights together. That's all you really need to watch is that. You don't need to watch the Game of Death movie. Just watch that. That's called Game of Death Redux or Redo. That's amazing because you get to see all the fights uncut at the end of that movie. Fright Night, I liked Fright Night remake. I didn't mind it. I thought it was fun. It was all right. I heard Fright Night 2 was bad though. Like the one that came out after this, I heard that was bad. Mr. Bean with a mustache. um, a lot of people would say Evil Dead was a good reboot. I'm not going to argue against that because it was well done. Um, what else is there? You have The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. We have a lot of fans for Texas Chainsaw Remake with Jessica Biel. That's another one. They're out there. There's not like a gigantic plethora of amazing horror remakes, but they're out there. I mean, come on, one of the best of all time has to be oh my god, I almost said The Fog. What blasphemy! That's one of the worst remakes of all time. The Blob, the Blob, from the '80s is just absolutely destroys the original. And the original's fun. The original's fun for what it is, but oh my god. That's one of the rare cases where the remake is better than the original. I did see the Spit on Your. There's a lot of Spit on Your Grave sequels, though. Like, how many do they make? The only one I've seen is the original, which is rough. The original, and I saw the remake, which was pretty solid for a modern day. It still wasn't as rough, in my opinion. It had better kills. The remake of I Spit in Your Grave had better kills than the original, except for the bathtub scene. The bathtub scene is still the bathtub scene. What happens to that guy in the original? It's kind of hard to beat that. But the sequels that came out after the remake, I haven't seen those, so I don't know if those are any good. Oh, nice, nice! What a fun time, especially if you like having a horror movie marathon, or during Halloween or something. You can't go wrong with the Blob. Really, really interesting. The Fog versus Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, The Fog. The Fog. Yeah, I mean, there's 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 moments throughout Nightmare on Elm Street remake where I actually liked. It's just everything else was just so boring in that movie. You never know. If I ever revisit Nightmare on Elm Street remake, I might be okay with it. But The Fog, I was angry. I was so angry. By the end of that, I was like, dude, this was one of the worst horror remakes I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is like just trash. Jesus. I'd rather watch Lover's Lane than The Fog remake. Another positive to Lover's Lane. Oh, yeah, Last House on the Left. I remember liking. Yeah, the remake. I remember enjoying that one. Remakes. There's another Poltergeist remake. I thought there was just the one. Oh God, no! The Fog is worse. Poltergeist is close, but The Fog is still worse. Poltergeist is just like, yeah, this is what I expected. I'm bored and this is terrible. But The Fog, I was just like, fuck you. Fuck you, movie. The Last Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu, is a sequel to the what in the world? I wish I could take the original I Spit on Your Grave and tweak two of the scenes, switch them, and it would have been the perfect ending for me. So you have the hatchet. Well, she hangs the other guy. Spoilers, the movie's old as fuck. Who cares? She hangs the other guy. Hangs the other guy. And she rides in the boat and hatchets the other guy in the back. And then she used the boat's propeller blades to finish him off. And then she rides off. I would have had all that happen first, and then we get to the leader. I think the leader dying first was a mistake. Then we get to the leader. Then we get to the bathtub scene. And then that happens. And then right after that, and you hear the screaming and you hear all the screaming in the background. And she comes out. She has her robe on. She sits down in the chair, like in the movie. You don't change anything. She sits down in the rocking chair. And I don't know if she's smoking a cigarette. I don't remember, but she's just there chilling, just having a good old time there, chilling, rocking back and forth while you hear the guy screaming in the background. Imagine if that was the ending, fade to black, credits. I think that would have been a lot better. But the movie's still, good for what it is. So I was curious about this because the original's good. The original Straw Dogs is pretty good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I met Keith Cook. I got an autograph from him. He's great. The King of the Kickboxers, that needs a Blu-ray remaster. Like that needs, there might be a foreign release, maybe like in another country, it might be on Blu-ray. But come on, like MVD, Rewind. I mean, there's Vinegar Syndrome. There's so many other like cult movie based Blu-ray companies that releases just cult films. There's so many. Kino Lorber. I mean, there's a lot out there. So, all right, you guys making me want to watch the Straw Dogs then. There was another Blob movie outside of after the first one, and I think it was like a parody. I don't know if you guys seen that one. It was like a comedy. The first original Blob has kind of a goofy feel and vibe to it, but this second, it was like another Blob came out. I don't know if it was in the 70s, and it was like a straight up parody of the Blob, which kind of sound like it could be funny, but I haven't seen it, so. Rob Zombie was supposed to do a Blob remake, but did Salem Witches or Salem whatever. Why did he do that? How can you turn down doing a Blob remake? I wonder if he regrets this. Because I know Salem Witches. Nah, I forgot the name of the movie. MK. Lords of Salem. Is that what it is? It has its fans, and I like parts of it, but that ending was just so. It's time to end the movie now. I was like, what? Like, what kind of ending was that? Did they run out of time? Like, it was so weird. You know, his wife's walking with Ken Foree and they're chatting, and then they go into the auditorium, and that's the end of the movie. And I was like, wait a minute. There's got to be more to this movie. Like, that can't be the end. Like, I was so confused. Like, wait a minute. Hey, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar knocked one dude out during a basketball game. The guy was, I remember, I don't remember what game it was, but some dude tried to pick a fight with him, and he just, boop, knocked the guy out. Son of the Blob? No, beware the son of the Blob. Sumo. Beware the Blob. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, has anyone seen this? Is this funny? Because a parody of a Blob sounds funny, but is it funny? So I don't know. Let me know if anyone's seen that one. Hey, Nate Dogs, what's up, man? What's going on? Good to see you, brother. Yes, I think I remember that a little bit. It's been a while since I watched the movie. Conan the Bear. Oh, oh, come on. The Barbarians. The Barbarians is a hoot. The Barbarians is nothing but hilariosity. All right, Arthur, sleep. Have a good one, man. The Barbarian Brothers is so good. It's so funny. It's so funny. Poor Jason Momoa. If only if he was in a better movie. I mean, I have it. I like him in the movie. It's just the beginning of that movie is amazing. The beginning of that movie is the best part of Conan the Barbarian. It's just the rest of the movie is just so generic. This dude. See, Billy Blanks is actually one of the most winning karate fighters of circuit. He's featured in Life Magazine. Oh no, Blanks is legit. Blanks is legit. You know, people make fun of Taibo because it's easy to, but how many people are doing what Taibo did back then? How many people are doing that now? Everybody's making up their own cardio type kickboxing thing. Everyone's doing that now, right? But when Taibo was out, when it was popular, everybody made fun of it, but everybody's doing that right now. They're just not calling it Taibo. Let's see. Zombies version had Blob possessing people. It consumes, turning them into zombies with a similar mindset, attacking in the. That's weird. Huh. That's what we gonna be doing, Sumo. Next time we come over, we work out. We're gonna be doing some Taibo. God damn it! I'm just kidding. That's some good shit. What comes out this weekend, guys? Is the next big you don't want to die? What are you talking about? Is the next big movie coming out Evil Dead Rise? Is that the next big thing? Oh, Motorcycle, I need to rewatch both of those. It's been a long time. I would need to rewatch those for sure. Time to go to Tubi. I'm sure they're on Tubi. Okay, Adam has seen Beware the Blob, and it was, oh no. See, and damn it. It's hard doing comedies. It's not easy. 1988 blob car scene was nightmare fuel with that chick's face imploding. Yeah, yeah. I like the telephone booth one. That was a good kill. Super Mario Brothers is this weekend? Let me check really quick, guys, while you guys are chilling here. It's weekend. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go to. They may not have 65 is still in theaters. Really? 65. Let's see. Got a lot of Indian films. That's pretty cool. Demon Slayer. All right, they may not have the times up for the weekend, but let me try to see if I can skip to Friday. Let's see what happens. Because, some movie theater companies, they don't have everything yet. Some movie called, the Michael Jordan sneaker movie, which I heard is pretty good. Air. I'm sure Ben Affleck's happy back directing again. So I heard Air is pretty good. Yeah, that's all they have as of right now is Air and Super Mario Brothers movie. And it's in 3D too, if you guys were interested. It looks like it might be fun. I don't know if I'd pay to see it though in theater. I don't know. Oh, it comes out Wednesday? Okay. I don't know, man. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with the Blob, but that's tough. That's tough. Oh, is that the Pope's Exorcist? Is that the name of that one? I'm happy that that's rated R. I'm like, yes, that could be good. Oh, Justin's going on Wednesday at City Walk IMAX. All right, man, I haven't been City Walking forever. Yes, that was dope too. That might. What's the one where the guy's standing up against like the bookcase or something, and the blob comes in and like takes them like in half like that? That was a good one. The kitchen sink one, though, that was great. All right, Evil Dead's 2 weeks away. Okay. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, that needs a Blu-ray, man. Like, what's going on? That's cool. You got it on DVD though. 3D tells me it's bad but gimmicky. Hard to believe the 90s Super Mario Brothers movie was going to be a serious dark movie. Then those directors got told to make a kids movie. Thus, the magnificent mess that it is. Let's see. Did you hear Linda Blair and the actress who plays her mother are coming back for the new trilogy? Oh, no. Oh. So the guy responsible for the Halloween trilogy is basically going to be doing the same thing for this Exorcist trilogy now. Going to bring back the legacy characters to kill them off or just have them be there. Oh, God. This has to be, like, I have to see it to believe that it's going to be really good because I'm already not, especially after Halloween ends, I'm already like not really excited for this guy's new take on Exorcist, especially when I saw the guy's like quotes and shit, kind of fucking with the original director and kind of disrespecting the original director and his vision. And I'm like, you're not making me a fan of your shit, bro. What the fuck? Like I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, with Halloween 3, and no shade at people who enjoy Halloween, the third movie, Halloween Kills. No, Halloween Kills, the end, Halloween Ends. No, there's people that like that movie, that's fine. But you guys know I hate it. But when the director's so kind of cocky about it, and he's just like, Well, I wanted to make a love story, so it's not about Laurie Strode and Myers. It's not what the story's about. That's not what this trilogy's about. I wanted to make a love story. When you're that cocky with your response of giving some kind of bullshit response, like what do you mean it's not about Laurie Strode and Michael Myers? Why are we here? Why are we here? Like when the guy's talking like that and still kind of shitting on the director of the original Exorcist and stuff, I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I think success has gone here. And I think this guy feels like he could do no wrong. So I'm not excited for this Exorcist trilogy at all. I'll do a trailer reaction to it just to see what it looks like. If it's awesome, I'll let you guys know. I'm like, well, I'm surprised. The Exorcist trilogy is amazing. But in terms of getting excited for this guy's projects, not really. And he's also like in charge of the Hellraiser series that's coming out that has nothing to do with the Hulu movie. And I'm just like, I don't know about like who is giving this guy all the horror properties that we love and having him do what he wants with it. Like, dude, we don't have any other talented people out there that can direct or any there's no other talented filmmakers out there that could do these other projects. Like, why is this guy, I mean, is he I'm scared to look up the Friday the 13th series coming out. Is he a part of that too? Wow, Sumo. Wow, wow, Sumo. Yeah, yeah, Twister 2. Why? Why are we doing this? Yeah, this is, everyone that defends Halloween Ends, the defense is, what did you want the same movie again? Did you want Halloween Kills again? What did you want Myers just going around and stab and kill the whole town again? You want the same thing again? Finally, we get something different and everybody hates it. Different isn't the reason we hate it. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's good. There's nothing wrong with being different. When you want to do something different and do something outside the box, but it delivers, but it's amazing, but it's great and it's good and we weren't expecting it, then being different is fine. But well, it's just being different, we should all love it. I'm like, well, is it good? Is it good or is it shit? I mean, that's not a good enough defense, in my opinion, for Halloween Ends. But that's what everybody says, you know, So to each his own. Have fun buying that 4K. Never F with the original. There you go. Halloween Ends doesn't exist. It stops after kills. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's just like, no. We're talking about the greatest romantic film of all time, Severio. We're talking about Halloween Ends. Yes, the greatest. Exactly. Like, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, have some respect. There you go. There you go. That's how you do it, man. That's how we watched it. Thanks to Sexy Sumo. We didn't pay to watch Halloween Ends either. Sumo, you're hilarious. Do I have a F this movie top list, top 10 list? No, but now you give me an idea now. It'd be more than 10 now. Well, I buy this more than fucking I forgot their names in Halloween Ends. I already forgot their names. Did I have any Boglins? No, I did not have any Boglins. Shout out to to Danny, the Cinestalker. He had some Boglins, but last time I was at his place. But yeah, they brought Boglins back. But no, I didn't have any there. What? I hope you're joking. Uwe Boll should direct The Legend of Zelda and cast Jason Statham. I would watch it. I've having good reasons, I can at least understand why they like it, right? No one's ever going to convince me to love Halloween Ends. It's just never going to happen. But if you bring up a pretty good argument and pretty like, this is why they enjoy it because of boom, 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 and I can understand that, that's totally different. But when your only defense is, well, it's different, the same thing. It's like, that's it. That's it. Like even Rick Myers, my brother from another mother. With Rick, I understand the reasons he views a certain movie a certain way and why he enjoyed it and why he didn't like it. Like I understand it, but I don't agree with everything. Everybody has their own takes on movies. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. What's up, Vinny? How you doing? Roy Dam? I don't know what he could do to fix it. If there's a deleted scene where gets killed, I don't know. Like, I don't know how Roy Dam could fix it, but all right. What movies would be made that are terrible movies, but would be fun because of who's cast? Are you talking about what movies exist now that have a great cast? Because they're fun because of the cast, but the movies are bad. Is that what you're saying, Nate? Probably take me a while to think of that. Oh, I'll love the shit out of Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends is the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. I've seen clips. I've seen clips of it. Chucky and Megan. I enjoy Doll Man. Doll Man's fun. I'm pretty sure I have Doll Man on Blu-ray, but I saw clips of the crossover there. It seemed like it would be fun. So he would just cut down to only show the first 5 minutes of the movie after the kid dies, and then it just goes to credits. Oh man. I don't think it's possible if me and Rick could get into an argument. I don't think it's possible. Like the most you'll see me do is like, oh boy, like something he says or his take on something, and I'm just like, oh boy, wow, okay. But yeah, I don't think we would. I don't know. I see us. We would be below ourselves if me and Rick got in an argument together. That would be kind of like, what are we doing? Why are we arguing over a movie? But that's what Versus is for. Everybody's at it, So let's see. Next Halloween movie, multiverse movie. Oh, Nate Dogg's got heat. He's got heat. He's got heat. I've never seen it, Nate, so I can't chime in on this one. I was always curious about it though, because I like Florence and that I like that director. But I heard it. From what I heard, is that it's good, but it's not as good as the original Wicker Man. Uh, and it's not as good as Hereditary. So, is that about right, Nate? Like it's okay, but it's just not as good as those two. Let me know. I may have seen that clip. Is Robot Chicken still around? Is that still around? I remember that show being pretty funny when it came out. I'm 12, and then it's a wrap. And mom and dad's gonna be having a good time. Argue? No. Disagreed, yeah, but not like yelling and screaming at each other. That's ridiculous. I think anybody who does that is kind of that's kind of like, what are you doing? There's worse things going on in the world than to be yelling and screaming at somebody and cursing them out over a movie. That's kind of like, you can have fun debates like on verses. You can do that, but Hereditary is better. Okay. Okay, so all right, so I heard right then. Okay. Midsummer was good enough to watch once. Okay, so that's about right. Made you feel meh. Okay. Well, if I'm 12, I don't have a choice. Prophecy versus Constantine. Oh, I don't know. I like both of them for different reasons, so that's a tough one. I see DC and Marvel fans curse each other out. Yeah, it's not worth your life energy leaving you because someone doesn't like the movie you like or you don't like the movie they like. I just move on. Especially in chat or comments or something like that. I'm just like, I'm not going to engage with somebody who is like that far gone. It's just like, okay, dude, we're just talking about movies. And sometimes, you samurai guy, you'll hear me yelling on the channel. I'll get passionate about something, but it's usually on the subject. Like I don't go after and attack someone. So, because that's just ridiculous. I might play with some people in chat. I might playfully mess with them, but it's all just good fun. So, well, it's like the Snyder verse fans, right? Um, from what I've seen, the Snyderverse fans could be really brutal, and it's just kind of like, why? Like, I don't have time for this. I'm a grown ass man. He's gonna sit here and argue with some Snyderverse people. But I don't understand why people can't just be in the middle. What's wrong with enjoying the Snyderverse but not loving it? What's wrong with being in the middle? What's wrong with enjoying parts of the Snyderverse but recognizing its flaws? You don't hate it, but you don't love it. What's wrong with being in the middle? People just can't be in the middle. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just using that as an example. There's a lot of examples. So, but yeah, anybody crosses the line, and becomes disrespectful, I advise you do what I do and just block them and move on. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth the time, the energy. You know, People are starving out there in the world. There's way more problems going on than for me to argue with someone, with one person. It's ridiculous. And this channel was made for us to have fun here. Even if we agree to disagree, we're still having fun. That's the point, you know. But those people that take it too far are the people you block, you don't acknowledge, you just move on because it's not worth it. Immortals or 300? Well, Immortals. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it's 300. I want to revisit Immortals though because that finale was badass. I remember the finale of that movie being one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Just everything else in the movie, I may have had an issue with. We actually have a sword. Somebody gave us one of the swords for from the Immortals movie. I don't know if I showed it on the channel at one point. I might bring that out one day for fun. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a debate. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like, I don't know about that, right? This is what I think. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a free country, right? But when you're gone past that to insulting the person, and then you go past that to threatening, and then you go past, it's just like, okay, there's no, what are we doing? Why are we arguing about Batman? Why are you threatening other people about Batman? Is that what's actually happening right now? You got nothing else better to do? Yeah, just block them, ignore them, move on. And this is my advice for all of you guys that are thinking, if you guys were ever thinking about, getting your own YouTube channel or doing something on social media, just block them, ignore them. That's all you got to do. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. There's nothing wrong with hitting the dislike button. There's nothing wrong with that. I thought John Wick Chapter 4 sucked. I thought it was the worst action movie I've ever seen in my life. Cool. I'll leave that in the comments. Fine. That's your opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you cross that line and you go into something farther than that, then I'm going to have to block you and take you out. So it's just, you brought it on yourself because it's a free country and anybody's free to come to the channel and put their opinion in. There's nothing wrong with that. That movie that Samurai Guy hates, I love it. It's one of my favorite movies ever. I disagree with what he says. I'm hitting the dislike button, whatever. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We welcome that. But if you cross the line, if you go beyond that, well, then you gave up your freedom to state your opinion now. Because the last thing you want to do is invite somebody into your house to take a shit on your dinner plate while you're eating. That's you're going too far now. You're going too far. So, but if you want to talk, chat, or disagree, agree to disagree, there's nothing wrong with that here on the channel. All right. Is it really that good, Watchmen? Ooh, that's a good episode, actually. But it's so debatable. I enjoy Watchmen. I like it. It's not perfect. I have some issues with it. But there's really nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it. The music score, the great fantastic visuals were just great in that movie. It's just it's its own thing. But not everybody likes Watchmen, There's people that it's a very mixed movie. Immortals versus Clash of the Titans? Oh no. I don't know. Immortals might inch that one out there. But yeah, I like Watchmen. So, oh my goodness, it's Jamie Powell, all the way from the UK. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Jamie's got a fun YouTube channel. Make sure you guys check it out. Go over there and just subscribe. You be cracking me up over there, man. Some of your videos make me laugh. But yeah, good to see you, brother. Hope everything's going well over there. I feel like once you're personally attacked, they've lost. They've lost. They've lost the argument. They've lost the debate. And that's it. You just end it. You won. If it's gotten to that point where they're insulting you first, or if they're attacking you first, or going beyond that, they've lost. Whatever they wanted to convince you're wrong with, they've lost. That's just how I look at it. Mortal Kombat. Believe it or not, MK, I've heard that as well. I've actually heard how if you want, you could nitpick and talk about how Mortal Kombat Annihilation is better than Mortal Kombat 2021. But you just make it a fun, friendly debate. You have fun with it. You don't insult or attack people. So, yes, Slither. I know, right? Yeah, an homage to Night of the Creeps. Thrill me. Oh, Egg Shin walked out. Look at that. All right. See, there you go. There's an example. It's not for everybody. You're gonna defend Snake Eyes forever. Till the end. Severia's gonna defend Snake Eyes. Hey, it's all good, brother. As long as you enjoy it, man. That's what it's all about. And I appreciate your support and being here. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Having fun. Even if you're fans of the Avatar movies, you're welcome here. It's perfectly fine. How do you react when you find out Thor has killed your werewolf brother? I'm so confused with that question. Like, even if you get a little serious, you're like, really? Like, sometimes verses get a little serious, but no one on verses, like, personally attacks or insults the other people. Number one, I wouldn't allow that. I would just get rid of it. I would just take them off the panel, like, immediately. Um, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Disagreeing and being serious and passionate, that's all fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Slither or Splinter? Splinter's underrated. Have you guys seen Splinter? That's a fun little creature feature, man. I enjoy Splinter. It's a one location movie. I think the whole movie takes place at this gas station. And they had to get really, I mean, obviously you could tell because the budget wasn't big, but they had to get really creative with what the creature can do. It was good. Splinter was good. I like both of them. I don't know. Both. I mean, Slither obviously has a bigger budget, but I don't know. They're both different. He saw it in a drive-in, so he couldn't leave. I'm triggered by the Avatar movies. Oh, don't let them trigger you. Let's see. I saw a hilarious debate: Avatar, the anime or manga. There's an Avatar manga. Huh. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh God, how can you defend the Avatar movies over the Avatar anime or manga? Really? That's a thing? Well, hey, to each his own. To each his own. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Didn't we review this, Jamie? We reviewed Howard the Duck, didn't we? Is it really that bad? I think oh, that's funny, man. That's really funny. Defend it to the end. Yeah, we reviewed this, I believe. I think we reviewed this on the channel. I'm pretty sure we did. Is it really that bad? It was on a is it really that bad episode we did The Hunted, because unsurprisingly, the Rotten Tomato scores are really like insultingly low for The Hunted, and we were like, "Are you kidding me?" So yeah, Samurai does what I can. I don't have a big channel, but I do what I can to try to spread the word. Let's see. What was that British movie, like The Blob, but with black octopus creature that got hurt by alcohol comedy? What? Anybody know this? What movie MK's talking about? Oh, wait, was it, I don't know if it was British. You talking about no, that's not Grabbers. I'm thinking of Grabbers. I don't know. I'm not sure, MK. Oh my god, I haven't seen Tromeo and Juliet in years. I don't remember it. Nighthawk. Hey, yo. What's up, brother? Ninja Turtles 3. Oh my god, we did Ninja Turtles 3 and Howard the Duck. That's hilarious. I don't, hey, to each his own. I don't know why people are defending Donnie's voice. If I was a Donatello fan, I would be pissed. But they're all teenagers playing teens. I'm like, but why does he have to sound like he's 8? Why does he have to sound like he's 5? Like the other teens are fine. Their voices are fine. But why does Donatello sound like he's 5 years old? Ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy in IMAX. All right. You saw it in the theater? Oh, wow. Hey, that's some bragging rights right there. Is it? Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. That was a Hail Mary for me. I wasn't sure. Grabbers, I remember Grabbers being kind of fun. It was kind of funny. Let's see. Yeah, that was when the pizza delivery guy turned up asking for directions. Well, oh my God. Wow, that actually happened. I forgot about that, Jamie. You guys, during our review of Ninja Turtles 3, this actually happened. The pizza delivery guy showed up asking for directions for at Jamie's place while we were reviewing TMNT. Oh my God. Wow, I totally forgot about that. What year was that, Jamie? Because I forgot I mean, the more content Samurai Guy did here on the channel, um, the harder it was to do a best of the year. And I wonder that was the year I stopped doing best of the years because there was no way it would have taken so long to do. Wow, that's really funny. It's really funny. Ruthless People versus Jewel of the Nile. Jewel of the Nile. Why not Romancing the Stone versus Jewel of the Nile? Grabbers, people have to stay drunk to survive. Okay, okay. Well, according to Rick Myers and other people, it's actually surprisingly fun, Vinny. I haven't seen it though. Nomeo and Juliet. Yeah, Grabbers was fun. I've only seen it once though. I'm surprised I remember. Oh my god, I can't believe that happened, Jamie. I forgot all about that. During Ninja Turtles review, random pizza guy shows up. It's hilarious. Don't forget about the other classic channel moment when me and Lady Fatblood are doing a review. Somebody showed up to the house late at night and was ringing a doorbell, and I think Lady Fatblood turned. I was like, "What?" And then Lady Fatblood turned and yelled, "Fuck off!" Like really loud, like "Fuck off!" And then they just went away. I mean, come on, you can't forget moments like that. Like, who the fuck comes to somebody's house after 8 o'clock to try to sell some solar panels? Really, really? Let's see. Samurai Thor was the movie where dog and the human werewolf kept talking shite to each other. Oh, you're talking about Bad Moon. That's what you're talking about. Oh, I was confused. I was like, what? Yeah, I love Bad Moon. That was fun. It's gotta be available somewhere. I think I saw it on it's either Hulu or Netflix, but it has to be moved somewhere else. It might be on Tubi, you never know. Okay. Yes, there it is. That's why. I don't remember doing a best of, unless I just totally missed an epic moment. Yeah, let me check really quick. I think that's when I stopped. Yep. The last one I did was 2020, best of that Fat Samurai guy. And it hurts too. Believe me, guys, it hurts because there are so many hilarious and epic moments that happened year 2021 here on the channel, but it would take so long. You guys don't understand how much footage I would have to go through to get the hilarious, funny moments. It would take too long because that was the year where I was really going hard on the channel. I was releasing a lot of content like every day. It was a lot during the week. It was so much, and it sucks too because I there's so many great moments I would love to share with new viewers and share epic moments with the subscribers. But it would take so long, guys. You don't understand. Unless I had an editor that could go through everything, I can't afford that. So, all right, let me catch up to you guys. Hold on. All right, 15 more minutes, guys, and then I got to wrap it up for today. Let's see the Bolarama movie. Yeah, I saw that. It looks like it's just a reboot. It looks like they're just remaking it again or something like that. It looks like the same movie. I saw the trailer to it. I'm if it's not on if you haven't seen it, you're talking about the Lady Fat Blood moment, Severio. I'm pretty sure I put that on one of the best of the year videos, probably 2021 maybe. But so recently some religious nuts knocked on the door and as I opened the door, they took one look and walked away. I was wearing my Stranger Things Hellfire shirt. Oh my god, that's hilarious, Jamie. Oh my god. That's really funny. Oh. I got one for you, Jamie. Samurai, I try to be my parents raised me. I try to not to be an asshole, right? I want to be a good person, right? But, I'm human, right? I make mistakes and shit. But I remember these people would not fuck off. Like they came to the house. I don't know if they were Jehovah Witness or whatever, but they came to the house, rung the doorbell. We didn't answer the doorbell. Why? Because an unanswered door is a happy door. You remember that? An unanswered door is a happy door. And like we weren't gonna answer it. Then they went away. Then they came back again, like 2 hours later. They came back again, ring the doorbell, knocking. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm not answering the door. I got shit I've got to do, man. They went away. Then like 2 hours later, towards the evening, it's like getting like 5, 6 p.m. They came back again. And then I was like, okay, now you're forcing me to be an asshole. So guess what Samurai Guy did? I walked up to the door, opened it up, and I said, I worship Satan, fuck off. And I shut the door. They never left. They never came back again. And I'm like, dude, now you're forcing me to be a dick now. Like, Jesus Christ. Like after the first one, like that should have been enough, right? But yeah. But yeah, that's all I said. Just open the door. Yeah, I worship Satan. Fuck off. Click. Oh, it was great. Oh, it was a good day. That was a good day. Let's see. How you felt before kills your brother? What do you mean? What are these questions? How did I feel? My werewolf brother. What are you talking about? You mean when he kills the werewolf brother in the movie? Hey, he's protecting the family, man. He's protecting the family, you know? Gotta do what he's gotta do. We were all I think that had a lot to do with it as well. Samurai Guy had a little bit more time then, so see, that's another amazing moment that new viewers will not see. Ah, you guys are making me wanna, like, try to chip away and post something. Maybe it won't be everything of that year, but maybe some? I don't know. You're making me wanna do it now. Versus at some point is gonna come back, and I already know the 2 movies, and I already know it's gonna piss a lot of people off. They're gonna be, "This is blasphemy." But it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. Will Versus be back as a weekly show? Probably not, but, because it takes a lot of work to put into it, so and I might have to bootleg it a little if I wanna bring it back. I can't have all the fancy bells and whistles and the cool intros and, it takes so long to do that. But, yeah, it'll be back at some point, man. See, last week, someone knocked at my door and looked exactly like the guy from The Sadness. No, you did not just say that. Oh my god, dude. I probably would have I wouldn't even have answered it. I probably would just looked through the keyhole. I'm like, that look like the motherfucker from The Sadness. I ain't answered the door. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, you guys got me crying tonight. Oh my god. Oh, hail Santa. Uh, it's funny because you'd think they would look at it as a challenge, right? You'd think they would be like, "Ooh, we got to save that one." You think that would motivate them to instead of running away? You think they would be motivated to try to change us? Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, this is too funny. You get oh my god, the guy from The Sadness. Yeah, I'm sure he would, yeah. Lady Fat Nick Cage impression. Oh, see, more moments. You guys are making me want to do something. We'll see, guys. It just takes a lot of time because that means I have to go through like almost every video, and you figure how many videos I did a month that year. So a lot of the epic, hilarious moments sometimes happens when we're live like this. That I might have to skip those because those are like 3 hours or more. It would take forever for me to get through that. So, I like both, Vinny. I like both. Neon Demons. I mean, oh, okay. I'm thinking about Neon Demon. Which one of Neon Demons, Tyler? Help me out there. Is that the one where it was like a whole bunch of different characters in the movie? It was like a samurai looking dude or something like that. Oh, Jamie seen Dungeons and Dragons. The fight scenes are good, but in comparison of a lot of people are going to be doing that. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Vinny. We'll see what happens. This one's kind of tough because it's two totally different type of movies. I would pick like maybe Van Damme's Double Impact because you got two Van Dams in that, and you got two Jet Lis in the one. I think maybe that maybe. What about that guy? What about that day at the gym when that guy saw your "What Would Jesus Do" T-shirt? Oh my God, the Jason one. I had a "What Would Jason Do" shirt, and the Jason mask, I think, was it the it was there. The Jason mask was like next to it, and the guy just it just went over his head while we were working out in the gym, and the guy just walked up to me. And he's like, "Praise Jesus." He's like, "Praise the Lord, man. Amen, man." And so, what did Samurai Guy do? What did I do? I was like, that's all I could do. He was in such happy mood. I didn't want to ruin his day. So I was like I said, I don't want to be an asshole, right? Unless you force me to be an asshole. I was just like, no, I had another moment like that where I was walking and I had my Lamb of God, the metal band. I had my Lamb of God shirt. And all it said was Lamb of God on it. So, that would maybe be a little bit more easier. There's no hockey mask on the shirt. And so I'm walking, and this lady walks the other way, and she was like, "Hey, man, Jesus. Yeah, brother." And so what does Samurai Guy do? That's it. And they're not being assholes. I'm not, they're not ruining my day. I'm not going to ruin theirs. So I was like, but if you come back to the house 4 times, well, then, come on. The best was a scammer. This lady tried to get money from me walking out of a grocery store, but I had a hoodie on and white contacts in. As soon as she saw me, heard my voice, she backed off slowly. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Will we get another drunk Blu-ray haul? Well, we did a Phat Pickups not too long ago. Yeah, we did one not too long ago, Jamie. You may probably missed that one. We were drinking something. I mean, we weren't getting like crazy drunk, but we were drinking something. I've seen scenes of it. I'm aware of it, but I don't think I've seen it like from beginning to end. And wasn't there something up with that movie? Like it was like not finished, or there was some behind the scenes stuff, right? Did the movie feel like just random scenes thrown together? There was something about Neon Demons, but I was always curious to check it out. What? Scott Adkins and Chuck Norris is doing Comic-Con. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I better see some pictures, Jamie. Come on, man. You better get some Scott Adkins photos with you and him together and Chuck. I want to see it. All right. Well, thanks, Gold. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the support. But yeah, that'd probably be the easiest way I can bring it back for sure. You guys are making me laugh. I love both, but I got to go Demon Knight, man, because it's just such a fun movie. But Night of Demons, I enjoy too. Dragon Ball Z movie versus Double Dragon movie. Oh my God! Wow, wow. How about that one, guys? What do you guys think of that? Which movie's worse? Dragon Ball Z movie, the Dragon Ball movie with Chai and Phat, unfortunately, versus the Double Dragon movie with Mark Dacascos. Which one? And the Party of Five guy. Which one is worse? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to go. Dragon Ball is worse than the Double Dragon movie. I'm gonna have to. At least the Double Dragon movie had some great cinematography at times, and it had Mark Dacascos, who was trying so hard to do his martial arts and try to make a good movie. It just sucks that the other guy knew nothing. He knew no martial arts. It's just like it's Double Dragon, right? Like the other brother is supposed to know martial arts too, right? Yeah, just watch the fight scenes. If you guys have never seen Double Dragon, watch the fight scenes. Watch what Mark Dacascos does, and then he's doing spinning the staff around, spinning kicks. He's doing this cool shit, and then every time they cut to the other brother, it's shenanigans foo. It's shenanigans style. Like, oh, I'm gonna throw some gumdrops on the ground, and oh, the villains are gonna be like, oh. I'm like, dude, Double Dragon, come on, man. But yeah, Dragon Ball, oof, that's rough. I'm going to say no. We are not getting a remake of this movie. Yeah, just a lot of great characters. I still say Demon Knight might be Billy Zane's best movie, his best role, because he's so good in that movie, man. I'll watch it at some point, but paying to see it in theater, I probably won't. No, two different franchises. Yes, Sumo knows what's up. Well, I'm assuming he means the original Night of the Demons. Some people said Night of the Demons remake was actually pretty good. I haven't seen that one, the one with Edward Furlong, but they said it was actually fun. So, yeah. You guys have any odd people answering the or door stories? You guys have any other odd ones? I think I've told this one before, but if I haven't, if you guys are new here, thanks again for watching. But I'll tell you guys this one. This was just strange. So doorbell rings. I look through the hole. I see a female there. I'm like, okay. So I just kind of just I just crack it, right? Leave the screen door there, just crack it and like, hello, can I help you? You know. And she was trying to sell. What was she trying to sell? Some kind of alarm system program, package. But, but she was attractive. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But she was wearing like the top she was wearing was like it looked like a professional from a company top shirt, button up. But she had like Daisy Dukes on. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. Right? I wouldn't have opened the door anyway if she was dressed professionally, whether she's attractive or not. I wouldn't open the screen door anyway. But I thought that was so bizarre. Like everything's professional. And then Daisy Dukes, ass just hanging out, right? And she was really insistent on coming inside. Like she was trying so hard, like sweet talking me. Oh, let me come in and I can show you this and we can help, give you a deal. We can help set up the alarm and all this stuff. Like she was really trying hard. And guess what Samurai Guy was thinking about the whole time? And it's not what you think. The whole time, I'm like, as soon as I open up this screen door, her boys are going to show up. And the Samurai Guy is going to have to kick some ass. Because that was so obvious bait. That was obvious bait. It doesn't get any obvious than that. You know what I'm saying? Because walking up and down this area, we ain't got people from the spice of life, the spicy side. We don't see that kind of walking up and down this area. So yeah, all I saw was bait. All I saw was okay. As soon as I open up screen door and let her in, her boys are going to show up around the corner, right? So Samurai Guy was smart, and I was like, no, I appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much. I'm good. Have a nice day. And I did the classic Samurai Guy. All right. And that was it. And she was still trying. Even though when I was trying to like, all right, thank you, have a good day. She was still, well, please. I was like, okay. I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a good day. I'm like trying to shut the door. And like, she was like still really insistent. I'm like, she's bait. So don't fall for that shit, guys. Don't fall for that shit. Yeah. So I decided to share that. It just reminded me, all these knocking of the door stories reminded me of that one because that was so bizarre. Like I was expecting her to turn around and start twerking. I mean, I was like, I mean, it was that kind of shorts, like Daisy Dukes. I don't know. Maybe that was working for her. Maybe she was legit. I don't know. Maybe she was legit and that was working for her, man. She was getting a lot of signatures and a lot of deals. I don't know. Is another strange doorbell story, but years ago, I mean, because of a few friends were watching Don't Be a Menace, and just as the dog's humping in slow mo, my uncle walks in and looks at him. How many times has that happened, guys? Where you're watching wrestling or anime or a movie or something like that, and it's like the worst moment somebody can walk in on, and you're like, really, really? Let's see, the weirdest thing that happened to me so far is that someone rang the doorbell, but when I asked who is it, that person never answered back. You got to be careful. Right? Keanu Reeves. Right? You should have, yeah, you should have learned. He had one awesome night though out of it, but it ruined his life, unfortunately, after that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I had some kid wanting candy a day after Halloween. What? That's a little sketchy. That's a little weird too, man. You gotta be careful. You guys gotta protect yourselves out there, man. Like Samurai, hey, listen to Samurai Guy. An unanswered door is a happy door. Unless you got a delivery that you know is coming, then it's wait for the guy to drop it. Then when he walks away, then you go in there and get it. But other than that, because think about it. Is anybody gonna come to your door with good news? Think about that. I think it was from the IT crowd, right? I think I may have gotten that from the IT crowd. And he's all like, it's not like somebody's out there with cake. Conjuring or Insidious? I don't know. I don't know. I probably lean more to Conjuring, but I don't know. I mean, I'm hearing the later Insidious movies are better than the later Conjuring movies. So I don't know. I haven't seen the later ones though to make that decision there. It was Anna de Armas though. And wasn't that Eli Roth's wife? It was his wife, wasn't it? Has she been in anything else? Has she retired from acting? And she was in what was it, the cannibal movie? And she was in Knock Knock. What was the cannibal movie guy? What was the name? The Green Inferno? Was that what it was? Yeah, I wonder if she decided to keep acting or she just hung it up. Then is one of the Girl Scout cookie girls. That's good news because I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this all like how many times does this happen, especially when you're young growing up? Like always, your parents walk in on like the worst moments ever. Yeah, so it was Green Inferno. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if she's still acting. I was waiting for somebody in chat to be like, Samurai Guy, you're an idiot. I was waiting for somebody to be like, Samurai Guy, you just missed out. What are you doing? Oh, I did not know this happened. Wow. I had no idea that happened. Well, then that explains it then. Huh. I'm still tripping on this one. So was the kid like, hey man, they got to have some leftover candy there. There's no way they went through all the candy in one night. I'm gonna go back over there. Thin mints and Samoas. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, it is different. I mean, we'll see what happens, you know. Again, as long as it sounds bizarre, but as long as it's entertaining, as long as it's a good movie, you know, we'll definitely check it out. But I think that is it, ladies and gents. It was a blast hanging out with you guys for like 3 hours, over 3 hours today. Usually I just do two, but I was having a lot of fun tonight. You guys are always making me laugh. And hopefully Samurai Guy is entertaining you as well. Tomorrow we got another special guest. Join me if you're free tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time live. I'm going to be interviewing filmmaker, writer, director Yadyu Krishnan. Yes, I'm going to be interviewing him. We're going to be talking about his newest film, action film starring Louis Mandylor called Crossfire. We're going to talk about that and his career in the film industry. And I'm going to be showing the trailer to Crossfire so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And we're going to have some t-shirt giveaways for the film Crossfire as well. So we're going to have some fun tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time. All right. So if you're free, stop on by. That's right. And hold on. Let's get that Heart of Dragon jingle one last time before the sign off. Sumo, I forgot it already, man. I'm sorry. I actually forgot what I did earlier. It's gone. It's gone now. It's 3 hours later, man. Come on. All right, guys. You guys are off. Oh, awesome. I can speak in English. Thanks again for hanging out, chatting, talking movies, talking about weirdos answering the door, and all of us telling them to fuck off because it's fun. But yeah, keep being good peoples. That's right. Keep watching movies, keep having fun, keep playing video games. Don't worry. Samurai Guy will definitely be back. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.